Hello, and welcome back to another session of Stardust Rhapsody. We would absolutely love it if you could like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check that bell so you never miss an episode. Last time, we left the Stardust crew having successfully captured the ambitious Dr. Maze. On return, they realized an important detail regarding the bounty a little too late. What happens next? This discordant rift in the crew's jam sesh will need some serious rehearsal time. So, if you're looking to support us, be sure to check out our merch shop and our Patreon, and become a VIP at thecrookedmoon.com today for our very first Kickstarter to secure your Chuckles Enamel pin and Honk Legion expansion. Thank you.
And now it's time to don your sunglasses, grab your instruments, and lend your cosmic chorus to our Stardust Rhapsody. Let's...
Some say the universe is a song, that all things are made from the same stuff as the stars, and that every life is a note in the music of existence that echoes through infinity. So when you feel insignificant and alone, just remember, we're all irreplaceable parts of that grand cosmic melody, the Stardust Rhapsody.
Space. Out here, the starshine is so piercing, your path is often filled with light, purpose, and promise. It can be so bright, sometimes you don't realize the light has faded until it's long gone. The Rhapsody cuts a slow but purposeful path through the ether, leaving in its wake a shattered meteor of horrors. The words of the bounty fill your mind as you think of the children in the tubes and the works of the doctor. For a moment, you sit quietly as the picture of Maze rotates in front of you. The words, "Bounty turn in at Space Station 777 to the boss." You all having been there before, the path is easy. Dandy plots a familiar course through the stars and Hank guides the way. You suspect that the course you've set takes you to the maestro of this particular play. You find yourself sitting in the living room, right at the monitor. Everybody else sitting where you might find yourself classically after a successful bounty, if you reflect upon it that way. And your ships have been left in the hangar bay, currently under repair after your adventures. And you know you have about 30 minutes until you arrive at your destination. What are y'all doing?
So I've just read that, like, have I gotten a chance to sort of reread the bounty?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I would say it's probably, at this point, it's probably like a couple of hours past the events on the meteor. You're heading back to the space station. You're closing in on it. You've definitely had an opportunity to reread the bounty.
I said the monitor, like, silent stuff. What? How did I miss this?
What's wrong?
What is it? person that took this job out is listed here as the boss.
Oh! What is Bruce Springsteen doing in outer space?
Of course it is.
Who is that boss? Oh! I guess that's a fair point, though. Maybe this is a different the boss.
I think you're just being hopeful.
Maybe a couple people go by the boss. Hopefully.
Well, I don't know why the fuck he would be so scared of this fella. But maybe it's a good thing that he's fucking dead and we can turn him in alive.
I mean, after what he did to those kids, I don't think there was any chance that he was leaving that lab alive.
And for all we know, I mean, it seemed like he knew his time was up. As far as I'm concerned, bounty's successful.
We have what we need. We make the exchange and we move on.
I guess that's fair. we still have his head.
What about everything that happened?
His nose is like...
It's just
bumps up against the glass.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so cheats. It's like...
It's just floating inside it.
No. I took it out. I put it in a space mason jar. A space jar.
Oh, I'm feeling real down, Doc. Oh, really? Why do you feel so lonesome and depressed?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I feel like nobody.
My head like turtles in a little bit. Very funny, Chuckles.
Chuckles, do you have to do that with every head that we turn in for a bounty?
I mean, it's a hilarious joke. If you get, there's so many punchlines that severed head sets up.
But why keep using the same one?
Well,
This is the 24th time.
well, you know, you can't argue with the old classic.
I wish we could.
Danny's just like sitting with her head in her hands, thinking, like I'm thinking, and I'm gonna say it out loud. Do you guys think that the boss would do this to Jackson too? Will more people do this to Jackson? Are there any other Jacksons?
The fact that he wanted him dead or alive, he's either trying to hide what happened or his goals have changed.
That is what I'm scared of.
But with everything we saw, I don't think we can just turn this one in and move on.
Well, I don't like the idea of furthering this jackass's plans. Especially given the installation he made on the good doctor there. It almost seems like we were just insurance. Either way, I mean, we can take the jackass's money, though, right? Nothing wrong with that.
That's of course, yeah.
Thank you, Rhett. You're speaking, intelligently here. A job is a job. We don't need to get wrapped up in anything that doesn't concern us, all right? There are plenty of credits to be made out there. Plenty more jobs for us to take.
Do we know anything else about the boss other than what we learned on the asteroid or what his name is on the bounty?
Well, I guess we're about to meet him in not too long. He's the one we're turning the bounty into on Space Station 777.
Kadir, have you heard of this boss before?
Roll a... Let's see what the checks are. Roll a...
How to D&D.
History.
Roll a
History check? History check? Sure.
Let's see, 14 and a 15.
With a 15, you would have never met him, but you wouldn't necessarily have ever heard the name before, but you might be able to draw a couple parallels to understand that there are several less than reputable people that run casinos in Space Station 777, and you would assume that this is one of them.
Well, I mean, given my excellent choice in the company I keep for work, you present party exempted, of course. He's probably one of the guys that runs the show, the casino there at in the space station we're heading to. So I say we start knocking on doors. We'll probably find him.
Casino. Come on. This is perfect. We turn in the head. We get our credits. We have a nice drink, a nice meal. Finally, get some good food, and we relax for a change, all right?
As long as you don't head back to the craps table.
Just a little bit of gambling, and my share is my share, all right?
That's fair. I just don't want you to complain about all the pies being gone when you're out of money.
Well, no, we won't be out of money when I hit it big on the slots. Danny, I'll teach you all of the rituals to get the best result for the slot machine.
As long as I can have the food.
Oh, yes, you get free food and free drink, and you don't have to tip the girl who brings them. It's entirely optional.
Chaotic evil chuckles.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
They'll keep bringing you drinks. Even if you don't tip them.
That's fucked up.
Chuckles, you know what happens when I drink.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I much prefer the food.
Well, maybe this time there'll be slightly less chaos and bloodshed.
Well, and let's not forget that we got to use a good portion of the reward for all the fucking repairs I have to do to all your ships.
How much could it possibly cost? Like 10 credits?
That's pretty funny.
How much is a banana, Michael? $20?
Is that a fucking joke?
Oh, I don't know. What do repairs cost? I mean, when I got super repaired by Rhett during our battle with the Dinobots, I said, when it asked me what service I wanted, I said premium most expensive so I could get out there real quick. What did that cost us? Probably like, I don't know.
I mean, we're talking in the
$15?
We're talking
$15?
in certainly in the thousands.
Oh. Well, we gotta get in real big at the slots, Bandy. we got a tall order ahead of us.
Maybe I can try and plug in again.
Oh,
The system.
Oh, that's right. We'll try it this time. I don't know if your Dino Tech is gonna really interface with their casino tech. Casino plan.
That is not what you said last time.
Well, I thought it'd be funny if you tried. I don't want to get roughed up by the pit boss this time.
Just real quick, sorry. They're saying Casey's mic is really low.
Oh, I can thank you. I can turn that up. Oh my god, what is this?
That's a lot of red.
It's a lot of red.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Where is it? You're brown? Oh, this is the wrong one. Brown?
I like the pie. I like the chocolate. I like the wieners. I like the popcorn.
Who doesn't? Am I right?
What did you see me say?
So, okay, I'm ready to go, but we must not forget about Jackson.
I don't think there's much to do about Jackson besides remember. Nothing surviving that explosion.
What about Perfect Jackson?
That's right. We don't know what happened to him.
Well, I mean, just because we didn't see the body explode into a million pieces, we saw the asteroid explode into a million pieces. I think you can presume.
How many times has presuming gotten us in trouble?
That's a fair point.
I've learned one thing. If you don't see them die, you can't assume they're dead.
Well, look.
But you know what they say about presuming? It makes a prez out of you and me. One way ticket to top. If we just keep presuming, we'll be president of space.
That doesn't make any sense.
Kavir makes a
No, it
good
does not.
point. All right, that's a pretty good rule of bounty hunting in general. If we don't have a body, we don't see a body, we can't count anything being concrete there.
No. Either way, If, Perfect Jackson is out there somewhere flying around in his little pod, maybe he's got little boosters on the bottom. Oh, somebody scooped him up.
R2D2, make
Good
me
for
a
him.
gin and tonic.
I would like to meet Jackson.
Well, maybe one day. All right, Hank. How are we doing?
It's at this moment that Hank alerts you that you have an incoming call. As you are now breaking into the section of space where you can start to see the space station as you look out, and it cuts a brilliant splash of colors and lights all throughout the sky. You see just neon eruptions in all spaces. Greens, blues, golds, everything fires out in all directions as you approach this. You come across a massive, what looks like solid gold-plated space station that spins like a top or like a roulette wheel. As you approach, you can see giant, gorgeous structures erupting out of every aspect of it. It is enormous. You would not be able to walk from one end to the other if you had 1,000 cheeseburgers of time.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, like at least.
Someone some cheeseburgers.
This is the space casino?
Yes, they clearly tried to keep it very low key.
You can see as the side, it's kind of this large open circle that rims the outside of the space station, plated in gold. You can see 777 etched in the side, or it like embossed in the side.
Oh, I get it. Huh?
Get what?
You get it like slots.
Oh! Yeah! Very clever, Space Casino Boston. Very clever.
Should we just call it Spacino?
It saves time. Yes, I think so.
Or just casino.
Oh, what about Triple Sev? Yeah, Triple Sev sounds pretty cool, actually.
It does feel like if we refer to everything as space X, we can just ditch the space. It's implied after a certain point.
Not if you are on a planet.
Then we have to distinguish.
Well, all planets are in space.
That is true. But when you are on a planet, it feels different. You have a planet drink and a planet casino.
Casino.
Hank alerts you that a call is incoming.
Oh yeah, my phone ring.
It's not a video chat, but just a audio line comes over. God damn it, the Rhapsody. Hello, Rhapsody.
Hello, who is this?
If you could follow the directions on your map, you will dock in a special docking station.
Oh, just customer service. All right. Is there like a number, or are you just gonna, you just give us the codes?
You follow the directions on your screen. It should be simple to navigate.
All right, Hank, I got this one. I'll get in my pilot's chair and I'll take control, and I'll start to follow the directions on that screen.
It just says you and then there's a straight line to dock.
It's like a cartoon hand.
Is this unusual? Or does this kind of thing happen normally when we are doing bounty stuff?
You would know in very legitimate, very high end. Like if you were approaching like a solid base as opposed to any kind of ramshackle space station you may come across. Like you wouldn't do something like this. You would just kind of fly in and park in like public parking.
Right.
This is clearly like the effect of what feels a little bit more like a concierge service. It's very regulated. The intake is only for those who are welcome to be there.
Well, then I don't even blink.
I didn't know we were doing so.
Nobody be nervous. This is normal.
Why would I be nervous?
On your screen will pop up as you're looking out and you see the space station extending in front of you. You will see a selection of dots. almost that just like kind of begin to geomap your travel in front of you. And as long as you stay on that course, it will pull downward just slightly and around to the side of the space station, and you will be directed up into a docking station.
I try to fly through all the golden rings to back to my points.
You do so. You hear about bing, bing, bing. The ship heals as you go through.
That's nice. Fancy, don't you think? Wait, Chuckles, are you some like diamond platinum high roller level in their loyalty program?
Oh, let me see if I need to check all of my membership cards. And I pull out a wallet, like a comically large wallet, and just like the photo holder. And they're all like member clubs all of the Space Casino.
I was absolutely convinced you were going to 52 card pick up all of your.
Oh yeah! Look right here. Oh, it's expired. Maybe they'll remember me.
Other way. Look, we're gonna follow this in. It doesn't have directions to where the fucking boss is, so I think you're right. We gotta have to either ask around. I doubt it's public knowledge where he's held up. I mean, given the fact that he's called the boss in quotation marks, means he probably doesn't want to be found too easily.
And can we keep that head hidden? Maybe give it to Kavir so we don't set anybody off. This is a nice place.
Oh, you mean this?
My head in my hat.
Shrink inside of my neck hole. Oh no, my head pops back out.
I can put it in my hat. I mean, it's not a rabbit, but it's close enough.
It ends up the same way.
Oh, hey guys, you should play a lot of slots. That's how you get ahead. Anyway.
And I will continue.
Oh. Heads up, Red. Turn left.
You do turn left. You follow the pings on your star map as you fly down and into the hangar bay. You opening up in front of you is a massive, ornate space, far bigger than any hangar bay. Maybe not any hangar bay you've ever been in, but this is an enormous luxury space. It's not rinky-dink. It's not dirty. You can tell immediately that it's very clean. Lined along every edge of the hangar, you see ornate ships. You know to be incredibly expensive. They're fast. They work well. They would overtake you in any kind of space movement, but they are classically ugly.
They're not the same flag.
Wow.
This is not rinky dink.
No, this is a hell of a lot nicer than Electrum Nugget.
Bravo, Mike.
Not like there's Electrum in space, but I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
The electric nugget had really good nuggets.
Oh, it really did.
Really good.
That's all that was good, though.
Are they all uniform in their design? Like they're part of a squad or like a force?
No, you're looking at like Tony Stark's garage. You know, with like luxury spaceships on every side.
Yeah.
They're just like, you know, they're
reminding
like,
us just how poor we really are.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody flies these spaceships. You know, they're just there for the status. But they're not like, it's not a squadron. It's very clearly like an ornate luxury collection.
Just the high rollers.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Oh yeah.
Do we think this could be the boss's hangar?
Anything's possible at this point.
Was he expecting us?
I don't know.
I'd have to imagine he knows who the fuck we are. And I'm guessing he has some kind of intel of what fucking happened. So I wouldn't be surprised.
A guy like this who puts out a hit on someone like the Doctor probably has his ducks in a row.
We should be prepared.
And I've been like
beer gut belly, like laying back in the seat. And now that we're arriving, I'm gonna stand up and hit a few buttons on my chest console, and it'll like.
It's like rippling.
It's like Homer Simpson when he sucks in his
I am ready to go.
And you do.
All right, Hank, keep an eye on the ship. Get started on repairs. We won't be too long. I'll give him a scratch, and I'll get up from the chair, and all right, I'll hit the button on the what do they call that? Like
Ramp?
I don't know. Ramp? Yeah, the ramp bay or whatever. It'll go down and head out.
Your cargo
Please
door
mind the gap.
kind of descends, and you all begin to walk down the ramp. At the end of it, you're met by a what seems to be a robot butler. Black tuxedo, gray slacks, black shoes, very metallic face. The boss has been expecting you.
That answers that question.
I feel a little underdressed. Am I okay in this?
You look terrible. You will have to change before we can enter Elysium. And he gestures behind him at a flight of stairs.
I'm gonna run towards the robot and say, hello, and try and shake its hand. Hello, my friend! Are we safe here?
Its arms don't move. They're folded behind it.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
That's
It'll
cool.
Look at you. Yeah.
I promise I do not have tricks like Chuckles.
You are safe in Elysium as long as you have the bounty. If you do not, you will be killed.
We've got the bounty.
Then, enjoy the wardrobe.
Don't worry. Here, I think the bounty's right behind your ear. And I'll reach out. There's not an ear. I just reach behind the side of his head. Go use the bounty. Oh, you had it the whole time, Mr. Robot Butler.
There's like a digital mouth, and for a very brief moment, you think you catch the faintest glimpse of just like
Oh
a
God!
white bit that
Single
spikes up.
pixel.
Yeah, a single pixel raises up on one side for an instant.
I literally dunk the head into my hat as it gets bigger and.
Please be careful. Change, and we will head up into Elysium. And I will escort you to the boss.
Is the robot butler insinuating that we need to go back on the bebop? The Rhapsody
He's presented us
machine?
with a wardrobe.
He's
giving
pointed
us-
at like a room you can go into and a selection of clothes.
All right. You heard the robot.
Do you have any clothes for a motley? I've got a bit of a Yogi Bear build. I don't know if they generally tailor that commonly.
Hey, boo boo.
Anything you seek can be found at Elysium.
Oh, well, how about that?
Will any of these outfits fit over my suit?
Anything you seek can be found at Elysium.
Let's just get this over with. Oh, I hate this stuff, and I'm gonna I'll have the wardrobe.
All right.
Same. I wonder if there's cheeseburgers in the pockets.
Oh, or at the very least, cheeseburgers. Oh, anything? Oh gosh. Oh, you know the play is actually to get a cheeseburger and a double-decker cheeseburger and a double-decker cheeseburger, and you pull apart the cheeseburger and stick the cheeseburger inside.
What is that?
Delicious.
Wow. Give me 5.
Oh yes, we're gonna order so many, Dandy. Oh.
You go into the wardrobe room. It's just a small section right off of the hangar bay. Just you get the sense anybody who might be flying in, traveling from a longer distance. It's like a little bit of there's showers, locker rooms, things that can be locked away, but there's also a section where you can select new clothes should you choose. And anything you find, anything you'd seek can be found there. You will find that everything is in your size.
I'm gonna head straight to the new clothes. I'm not gonna look at the used clothes section. I'm just gonna head straight to the new clothes.
Kavir,
Yes.
will you take my suit and hide it away?
Yes, absolutely, my friend.
I will take my helmet, put it down, release myself into like a blobby goo, sort of unzip, unshackle, unconnect all of the things, and roll it up, stuff it into the top of the helmet, and hand it over to Kavir like a gift wrapped present. And now I'm basically just one big ooey blob as I start to look through the clothes to find a suit or something.
Everyone roll a group performance check.
Oh. Charisma. Oh, God.
Group performance?
Oh, natural fucking 20. Plus 0.
17.
17?
I don't know if it's worth shifting with these dice.
Yeah, I got a 15. I did
15.
okay. Not
Okay.
great.
Ooh.
4.
How many twists do we have?
It is what it is.
That's
Right.
yours.
Oh, yeah.
I got 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay.
25.
Oh my gosh.
My God.
So you all go through, you start shifting through a couple of things. Oh, I think, this looks like it might fit. That looks like it'll do. Rhett is the first to step out. You have found a gray blue suit, like city skyline color. A large brimmed sharp hat complements its top. And accompanying it, what you've also decided to put on, is a white trench-like overcoat. Not designed to have your arms actually fit through. It just rests over your shoulders and flows behind you like a cloak with every step you take. You have a tie, just like a standard necktie dripping down from the end of the suit, and you can be in whatever color you choose.
Is this tacky? I feel like this is this too much.
No, you look great.
Does it make me look stocky?
No,
you always look stocky.
You look great.
Stocky's your thing,
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
but you make it look good in that.
Yeah, you're looking good, big guy. Looking good.
I just found one of those pushy sales bots, and they just told me what to do. So, I mean, I just trust them. But
You look very dapper.
all right. Well, I kind of like the hat. It's a little.
Hats are very in.
Remember, you can put things in there.
Oh yeah. Does it have an interdimensional portal to haunt space?
You pull the hat off and you look in, and swirling within it, you see rows of jagged, sharp teeth going.
Well, Red's gone.
But he looked good doing it.
No, it's a normal hat. It's a normal hat. Who had the next highest roll?
I think you had 25, right?
25.
Wow.
Okay. Chuckles is the next one out. A simple pinstripe suit. You've opted to keep your gigantic clown shoes, and you maintain your bowler cap. But on that, you have a large peak lapel design suit with a wide band on it, and it is in stripes of black and white.
Oh,
With matching pants.
Look at this. This is what all of the made men in my ethereal shows wear. Let's do this. Okay, I'll grab this. Oh wow, it's even made for a motley. Here we go. Oh. Okay, my shoes and my hat don't really match, and I'll go, and out of my eyes, there'll be an MS Paint color picker, and I'll point and I'll press the bucket, and I'll press white and black, and I'll go, boop,
The fill tool.
and I'll use the fill tool on my shoes and my hat for it to match.
Very nice.
It's like one of those Kid Picks apps. Where
Yes, yippee! 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 Oh no!
I think that's a blast from the past.
Yeah, I pull up Kid Pics for all 5 of you who know what that is.
I'm gonna load up Hypercard.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
How do I look? Do I look like a real wise guy, eh?
Well,
Hey, gabagool, Madone, hey!
I don't say this often, but you look respectable.
Oh, thank you, Kavir.
Yeah, I'm with Kavir. You should dress like that more often.
Oh, should I really mix up my color scheme? Oh, I guess I gotta mix up. Hold on, boop boop, and I'll do the color picker on my face too, and all my reds and blues will just turn to black and white, and I'll look like kind of like a serious gangster clown.
Go for like a noir vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm so monotone. Gosh, I have a black nose instead of a red one. It's so
It's just jazz.
No, I squeeze it. It's just the female of the Godfather.
That happens exactly.
Fucking brilliant.
That happens exactly. Dandy, you find a dress. It is that of a flapper style. You find pearls to complement it, and a headband that will wrap around with a single feather extending out of it. The dress has beautiful sequins. It is very flashy and gorgeous.
Wow, this is fun. I'm gonna start like, swirling the beady skirt around and checking out the feather, wondering what type of bird this came from.
What died to make this?
And the pearls.
Dandy, have you ever had the opportunity to dress up like this?
No!
Well, enjoy it.
This is fun.
You look good.
You're doing it well.
I kind of look like a cake.
Oh,
That would be really good.
you look like you're ready to cut a rug.
Let's go.
Okay, here you go. I'll pull up a rolled up rug and a giant pair of scissors.
Why am I doing this?
That's what you do when you dress like that. Quick, cut the rug. Or else it's 7 years of bad luck. Oh,
Like
gosh.
puffy cigarettes.
No, that's the proper
Scissors.
case.
Kavir, you have found like a white, almost turtleneck style sweater, thin wire frame sunglasses with very dark lenses.
Damn! Okay.
You, over top of it, a brown suit jacket with brown matching pants, and you have slide jet black velvet shoes.
I have to say, I'm surprised they would have something I like, but I really like this.
Man, having to follow up Kavir's gonna be tough.
I think you might pull off those shades better than you would, though.
I don't disagree with you.
Pike, you have found a very traditional tuxedo, double-breasted, with a black bow tie. You have, should you choose so, sleeves pushed up as you classically wear on your jacket. And you have found a sharp magenta pocket square that sits in your breast pocket.
As I'm changing, I would mutter to myself, I hope they don't lose my jacket. As I'm like leaving my normal jacket with them or whatever. I would not do anything with my hair. I would leave it there. And I would still have the same beat up pack of cigarettes. I wouldn't transfer them over to anything fancy. And I would just stick them in my inner breast pocket.
You do so. And Labouche, you have found gray suit pants and a black tuxedo jacket with a white shirt that sits beneath. The tuxedo jacket is of an older style with long tails that extend out behind it, and black wingtip shoes.
I'm still without my suit, and I'll see it like lying down there, and I'll just sort of like sploosh down and enter all of the various like arms and legs of the suit, and just sort of like form a general humanoid shape into it. And then you'll see my eyes come out of one of the leg pants, and be like, nope. Come out of one of the arms, wrong again. And then finally I'll find the neck hole and. Eventually, I find myself in the correct configuration.
You amoeba towards your suit and clothes, and as you get there, what was once a flat sheet of cloth on the changing table just starts to fill out as you form into it.
But that beer gut is sort of back in there. I'm lumpy in parts. I'm not quite doing the best job without the pressure of my suit being what it is.
Well, if we can all keep it together, we might actually pull this off. Looking good, guys.
No, thank you. We all look really great. Why don't we just dress like this normally? I feel like we'd be a lot more effective criminals.
It's too much work.
We can't afford it.
Oh,
I think we all look better this way, and I'll tighten my tie and my head.
It also restricts movement. I'm a little, I feel a little constrained in this.
You do the tuxedo designed to kind of pull your shoulders back for posture. It's a little tighter in the chest, and you would find that you can't extend, you don't have full extension of your arms forward.
The other question I was going to ask was, would it be out of place for me to be wearing my golden gauntlet?
Not at all.
I'm keeping it on.
Not at all. Yeah, it looks like ornate jewelry.
Okay.
So my frame is normally like very narrow shoulders, and then it goes wide like Yogi Bear grill. But this for the mobster is like it's incredibly wide.
You're like squared off.
like the mobsters from the old Looney Tunes days. And I'll look like, well, I don't want to repeat. I don't want to steal Red Thunder, but do I look boxy in this?
I was fully expecting Chuckles to pop out in exactly what Danny's wearing. Be like,
something does look a little off, Chuckles. You feeling all right?
I feel great.
Okay, well, you look good. I just can't tell what's different. You're like literally inverted.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's get this over with quickly.
Yeah, ready enough.
It's hard to hold this shape.
Now or never. Yeah, we're coming.
You all start to walk out of the changing room. You see this butler droid standing there. As you file out one by one, he looks you all up, down, right, and left. That is much better. But for a moment, he pauses on the boosh, and you can see that you two are wearing almost the exact same outfit.
Oh, no!
And you see that one pixel just bounce up on the left side of his face. Follow me up the stairs, and he'll turn and start walking towards the other end of the hangar bay. You'll see a expanse of stairs that kind of run up to a gold inlaid door. The hangar kind of like a gray polished steel, but this golden door heads out, and from behind it, you can start to hear the sounds of music. He walks up to the front of it, swings the door wide open, and you enter into Elysium.
Oh.
In front of you, halls of gold. You see waterfalls at every corner of the room. You see people dancing, singing, trays of food, of drink going from here and there. You see tables spread out along the floor. The carpeting is red silk everywhere you can find. It is the most lavish space you have probably ever been in. And you imagine the track "No Sleep Till Brooklyn" plays as the door swings out and you walk out in slow motion. Right at the front, Pike, Kavir, Dandy, Chuckles, Baboosh, as you enter into the casino right behind this butler droid. Follow me, and I will take you to meet the boss.
As soon as I take my first step on the silk carpet, I'm
This is a little slick.
and I will start walking, but like it's clear that I'm like scurrying a little bit. Whatever I'm made of does not interact with something like silk.
A pair of sticky squeakers.
The shoes, they're not helping.
Well, just see if you get used to it, and then I'll pull out an extra pair. Just that'll be a last resort.
I'll take them.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'll reach into my hat and pull out like another pair. And then kind of like,
I'll take the shoes and I'll put them behind my existing feet, and from behind my ankles, other feet will grow into them. So I have 4. And now I feel more comfortable. I can walk forward without issue.
okay, I'm sure we'll be able to get those off at some point.
The Boosh is now walking all throughout the casino. The front 2 sections of feet wearing giant squeaky clown shoes, and the back 2 sections of feet wearing much smaller black wingtips. It's incredible. You make your way through these halls. The sounds of music, of laughter, of success, bells ringing, people cheering. You are the adrenaline is starting to course through you. You are wrapped up in the energy of this space. It is intoxicating. When something catches the corner of your eye, or you might even consider it like, oh, we're here to meet the boss. Why don't we play a game or two as we're getting ready to go? As you might be looking around at the tables, you'll see that most of them are full, but your attention will be drawn to one because there is a loud, jeering player at a table. Looks very similar to Kilovax, a very large creature. Dark slate gray skin, giant jaw, almost look like he's made of stone. You'll hear him call out, "Nobody can beat me!" And he's slamming the table. He's taking drinks. He's not tipping. He is making a scene. He's making a scene. And as you come upon it, the butler pauses for a moment and snaps his fingers. Out of what feels like nowhere, these 2, not as big as this creature, but these 2 large creatures start to just like casually flop back and forth across the floor. They are big, pink, large craniums as well, kind of slicked back, large protruding ears but fall down their face, and long whiskers come out from either side. They're wearing nothing. They have white stomachs. They're covered in kind of a fur. The only thing that is a little odd is each one of them has 2 giant gauntlets at the end of their arms. And they approach this player and say nothing. What do you want? You're not getting me up from this table? I'm winning too hard. They continue to say nothing, but it is clear that he's now being asked to leave the table. He leaps up. You're not going to pull me away. I'm winning. You can't stop this winning streak. He pulls back a massive fist and throws it at the first one of these guards. As his arm moves through the air, stone erupts out of his skin and forms at the end of his knuckles. You know that if he was throwing this at you, you would not want it to connect. Almost lazily, the first guard raises a hand and catches the punch effortlessly. As it connects with his gauntlet, the rocks disappear immediately. Catches the fist and throws the other fist into his stomach, and the player collapses. And he says, "It's time to go." One of the guards says that. And they both pick him up from either arms, and they carry him off. It seems as though the boss will be occupied for about 20 minutes. Here are 1,000 credits. Enjoy whatever game you may.
For each of us?
For each of you.
Oh!
No. Well, thank you. Look a second. All right, gang, let's not.
I'm gone.
No, you turn to talk and there's a vapor cloud.
Yeah!
Your hat stays there for a second.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Well, the rest of you, let's not get too distracted, all right? We're still on the clock. We still got a job to do.
This is a lot of money. I will not be spending this money on gambling.
It is Elysium casino credits.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese.
Think of it like a funny money. It's gone if you don't use it.
Can we purchase drinks with it? Or is it just for gambling?
You would know that the drinks are free.
You would purchase food with it?
You would know that the food is free.
Wow.
And listen, Rhett, you know I'm not a big gambler. I'm just going to play a couple hands so I can get a free drink or two. Come on.
And that's fine. I think it'd be impolite if we didn't use it. So let's use it, but let's not get too fucking crazy like Chuckles is probably going to do, all right?
No one can control Chuckles, and that's just the laws of nature.
It cuts to the waterfall.
Chuckles has found his way to the top of one of the waterfalls and leaps for a moment, pauses directly into the air before taking the shape of a large, bulbous black and white cannonball as he crashes into the pool below, splashing water splashing water at everyone beneath. And they're loving it. The crowd is starting to eat it up. They think it's like part of the show. Water, like, oh, this is so exciting.
Do we want to all sit at the same table?
It's more fun.
Well, it depends for what.
Roulette?
I'm more of a blackjack guy myself, and it might give us an opportunity to kind of space out and see some different things.
Okay.
I should have left that part out. It was implied.
To out and see some different things.
You mentioned a lot of the tables are full. Are there any that are half empty, completely empty?
If you start to look through kind of what games you can play before you start asking for them, the first table you come across that you would all be able to sit down at, or however many of you choose, is a game called Fate's Stay, which resembles Texas Hold'em. There is also a 21 table, which is the effect of blackjack, and then there are races that you could bet on.
Oh. I would definitely go try to find a 21 table that is not too crowded, so that I could sit down and just kind of leisurely gamble until I can get a drink.
Cool.
I've always been a poker man myself, so I guess I'll see y'all later. Just seat taken. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Oh, not at all.
Chuckles, what are you doing there?
My Chuckles!
I didn't know you could afford to leave him.
Oh, you know, he's called life insurance fraud.
Hey, they talk to fake to death.
You liar!
Jesus Christ.
And sitting at the table with a large brimmed hat and a flower and red hair extending out from either end is in fact Ma Chuckles, who has eluded the Silly Goose authorities for one more time. Where would everyone else like to go?
I'm gonna go bet on some races. What kind of animals are they?
That is a good question. The animals that you would see when you get to the races resemble enormous wolves, but they are not canine in origin. They have large protruding jaws, and their skin, lacking fur, is like almost a snow white, but it edges towards gray. And their bottom jaw extends out further and has two enormous canines that jut upwards and covers the top portion of their mouth. They do not have eyes.
Whoa.
Are they going around a track?
Oh, yeah.
Do I know what type of animal this is?
Roll an nature check.
Okay.
Damn.
16.
So with a 16, you would know, you would check your animal databases, your animal mind, and you would know that this is not a creature you have ever come across before. This is described to be an exotic creatures racetrack.
Ooh.
I will bet on these exotic creatures, but I do not like the way that sounds.
She's having a rough week.
I also will have made my way over to the races because I just want to do one and done, like get all 1,000 credits, either see them blown or maybe I'll get surprised halfway. But as I'm walking to the race and following Dandy, I'm realizing, looking around, that every single robot servant is wearing exactly what I'm wearing. people are handing me like finished plates and like dirty glasses and stuff. And no. Okay, yes, I'm fine. And I'm just taking them, and pulling them into my body, and just like continuing on with my day.
Yeah. And you do. People are handing you. Oh, take this. Take this.
I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, you sir. Yes. Yes, I am complete. Thank you. And as you take the plates and the glasses, they'll absorb into you. And as you move throughout, there's little like trails of compiled refuse behind you.
Oh yeah. I'm leaving perfectly clean plates.
Sometimes in stacks.
But yeah, I'll gamble on one of the exotic animals. As terrifying.
Perfect. Were you at any of the tables?
I was debating. Would this be your first time in the casino?
Almost certainly.
So I'm going to accompany LaLouche.
Okay. So you three to the tracks. 21. And Rhett and Chuckles are at Fate's Stay.
Well, Chuckles is looking for slot machines.
Chuckles is at slot machines. All right. I don't know any rules for slot machines like a hack, so I named the space station after slots, and you could imagine you'd see it coming, but here we are. Anyway, let's start with 21. Pike, you sit down at a table, and across from you, not a robot, but actually what seems to be a similar creature from what you saw the guards to be, except much smaller. Wearing a red vest over a white shirt and small gray pants. Similar pink skin, fur, long pointed ears that kind of slick back and down, and just like... I refuse to elaborate.
Okay. I won't ask any questions.
You're saying there's no good way forward. I
wouldn't do that to you.
You sit down, and the rules, you would know them ahead, but I'll explain them to you now.
Because you're degenerate.
That's right. That's right.
We will roll 2d10.
Okay.
You and I.
All right.
I believe I will roll publicly.
Okay.
1 counts for either 1 or 11.
Perfect.
Of your choice. If I hit 21,
yep,
I win. If you get closer or I bust, you win.
Okay.
Okay.
You bust.
So just I like to bust.
Listen. This is meant to be played in a amongst friends.
Yikes.
Busting makes me feel good.
You got a 10 and a 3. You're at 13.
13.
I got an 18. I'll stay.
You'll split them.
All right. I will roll.
I don't think I can split in this style. 21.
I think I'll roll again.
You want to come back?
Just one?
Just one? Okay.
You're
at
just
13.
adding to it, right? Yeah.
Oh, you got a
hard 17.
Four.
Dealer
Hard
has to
17.
stay. Pike wins.
That's insane.
I'll roll one more time.
Another 4. 21.
21.
Wow. 21 is not like black.
Is this dice loaded? What's going on? Oh, perfect.
You can choose to roll another dice, or you lose.
I guess in this version of 21, I would have to try for it. I lose either way.
You go with 3.
21.
Natural 3.
I've never been so happy to roll low in my life.
Well, there's a tie. Everybody keeps their money.
That's called a push.
I don't know. That's not how it works in space.
It's a space flag.
I would say
space 21.
I would say for like Pike knows how to gamble. He's certainly not what I would classify as a gambler, right? He like knows the rules. He's there to have fun. He knows it's not his money. He's much more interested in getting a nice drink. for a change.
People would come up to you at the table consistently. Robot bowlers walking by, anything you could imagine or order can be yours. They have a selection of cocktails. Should you choose to peruse their menu, or
he would get some sort of a rye on the rocks, like a nice, top shelf thing if possible, since it's all seems to be included. The highest, because he's used to being on the Rhapsody where we don't always have the nicest stuff, so he would definitely take advantage of like a high shelf booze if possible, and just continue to enjoy the gambling atmosphere and the fun.
You've ordered, and they will bring over to you in a rocks glass that is curved, almost like has a bit of a swirl to it, almost like a ram's horn, but it sits in this stand. And they'll say, "Here you are, sir, high water." And it is, they present it to you. It is some of the best bourbon whiskey you've had over rocks. Or would you say rye?
Yeah,
some of the best rye
rocks.
whiskey over rocks you have ever had, with just hints of something in it you can't quite place, but just takes it to another level.
I would light a new cigarette, take a few puffs, enjoy the drink, and continue to casually gamble. Focused much more on the drink than the actual gambling.
You do so. Yep. Fate stay.
Poker. Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me my best bag.
Good luck, big guy.
Oh, so there's no slot machines on this casino?
We'll get to you. All right.
Okay.
We'll deal with you later.
Yeah.
I have my lucky 3 I'm looking for.
You're pulling the lever over and over and over. It turns out to be a robot.
Oh, don't stop,
You
baby.
win.
Don't stop, baby.
You
Keep going. Keep
win.
going.
Oh,
So close.
Okay. So you would also know the rules of Fate Stay. What we will do is anyone who is playing will roll a private D12 to keep it away. Once that number is revealed to you, you can either fold or continue. Normal buy-in is 100 credits. We'll then roll 3 D12s publicly. And the goal is that your dice plus the dice on the table, your total is the highest. The caveat is if your dice is a match with any of the dice that is on the table, you add an additional value of it. So if the dice on the table are 6, 7, 8, and you hold a 6, you would, well, I can't quick math that, but you like 27 plus 6, you'd have 33. So because you have a 6 and a 6, you would add an additional 6 to your total. If you had a 7, you'd have a 7 and a 7. You'd add a 7 additional 7. If you had an 8, you'd have an 8 and 8, and an additional 8 to the total. Makes sense?
All right.
So pair is really a triple.
Pairs like a triple. Yep. I gotta find a D12.
Yep.
And you see the same kind of dealer at your table. Smaller creature, actually standing in a chair. Pink fur. You can't actually see the stomach. He's wearing a white shirt, red vest over top. Ready to play?
Yeah, deal me in.
All right, here we go.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck to you, too.
My juggles roll a D12.
It's just a head inside of a giant iron.
Jesus.
You can see this like.
Oh God, that's good.
Yeah.
Ma Chuckles, roll a D12.
Sorry about your husband.
No,
No, privately.
Oh.
Good. Oh,
All
damn.
right. And then if somebody with 3 D12s could roll 3 D12s on the
got you.
table for me.
I can't read my dice. 2, 8, and 9.
Is he the dealer? Derek the dealer?
He's not the dealer. I'm the dealer. He's just, I can't, I only got so many D12s over here.
I am robot.
I fooled.
Ma Chuckles knows exactly how this works.
You've rolled a D12, so you have 1 number value.
Yeah.
There are 3 numbers on the table. Your goal is to beat my value So either you have no matches with anything on the table, but your dice is higher than mine, or you think that I have no matches on the table and you do have a match.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna fold.
Oh, well, perfect. They'll win again.
I'll have the shot at me.
And there's a robot that has been just races over to you, Trey, trembling, another Chardonnay, and they know that the request is coming quickly, so they just start sprinting back for the next glass.
This was supposed to be a double.
And we'll go to the races. You all see these creatures. You get over there and you see they put out 3 creatures for you, or 4 creatures for you. Each one of you chooses. You have 1, 2, 3, and I'll take the 4th. And they are, as described, these massive, what look like, almost to give you the sense of like giant white wolves, just no fur, very light gray, almost white skin. Enormous jaws, and you see what kind of looks like a space rhino tossed out in front of them, and they rip it to shreds. Like instantly. I mean, the first one that goes in, its jaw cracks open and slams like a crocodile. And splits the rhino in half.
Danny's life is
and they just start to rend and destroy in a matter of probably 8 seconds.
And this is in front. These animals are physically.
They're like in a recessed arena, so they're coming to a track, but they're like down. They're not like touchable. You know, it's like you're behind a plane of glass. Well, you're in a viewer's box.
I missed the plot. Why are the wolves tearing apart the animal?
They're being fed.
Oh, okay.
It's like the intro scene to Jurassic Park.
I was hoping that it was.
The rhino is being is tied to a post.
Lowered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just crying, and I'm gonna call Marvin, the robot or whatever, the paranoid robots around us, and just ask for like 10 double cheeseburgers with extra whatever that stuff was. Beans burgers in the middle. And I'm just gonna like hang my head.
I love that you still want to eat
it.
after
My face.
I'm so.
Oh, I'm sad.
Yeah, this is sad. This is a painful
It's the space version of like Ben and Jerry.
Oh,
yeah.
That space rhino burger.
And this robot races up a giant tray, like Flintstone size marble slab, with just piled on top 20 double cheeseburgers stuffed with beans jergens. You have it. And this is probably 40,000 calories of food, but that doesn't impact. It doesn't even mean anything.
I will have to empty my compost bucket at some point.
I love the straight face. I will have to.
Yeah, this is a fact.
The bucket's getting bigger.
It's gonna happen. This is a mechanic.
As I'm eating these, like, are our animals randomly assigned to us? Like, I can't pick.
You can pick. Sure.
I want like the runtiest looking one.
There is one at the far end that looks just a little bit smaller than the rest do. Number 4.
That's the one I'm betting on.
You bet on that one.
I'm gonna bet half of my money, so 500 Elysian credits.
Okay.
And all the while I'm stuffing cheeseburgers into my mouth, I'm going to be thinking about how I can get them out of there and escape. I'm gonna try and free them.
Do you have names? Do you have names for the horses? And the
Yeah.
the wolves in the race?
No, they have.
Mine has a name. It's called Freedom.
But it's spelled with a 4.
I only ask. You'll know I ask. So.
Mike's ears twitch. It's like something's wrong.
Brett's voice plays with a lot of reverb. I remember. Don't get distracted.
Clear. How does this work exactly?
Well, from my experience, and I apologize, Dandy, I forgot about the feedings. You want to pick the one with the coolest name. So far, that's worked for me sometimes. But usually, it's at least fun. So, if we look at the names here, we have
Crash Lightning.
Crash Lightning, not bad.
Freedom.
Freedom's the freedom can be the
Freedom, but it's 433 Dom.
Yeah. Yeah, correct.
They don't have to be cool. They can be ridiculous. It's like
Are they
Santa's,
named
like
horses?
Santa's little helper.
Space Cadet from Planet 9.
Yeah.
One flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Yeah.
I hate my wife.
Off to the glue factory.
Yeah.
Like
The second one is
horses.
who framed Roger Rabbit?
Oops, I did it again.
God, yeah.
And we just pick one. We don't bet on multiple at the same time.
You can. You can bet on 2 of them, 3 of them. You could bet on all 4, but you're going to lose 3 out of the 4.
The second is named Time Stands Still, and the third is named Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Now, I personally like Time Stands Still.
That's very on brand for you.
It is. It is. It is a surprise to nobody. But you are free to choose whichever one.
I
you want.
guess I will pick. Girl just wants to have fun.
That is very on brand for you.
1,000 on girl just wants to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, you just pick one. Can we do like a superfecta, trifecta, box? You
just pick one. You pick
Go
one.
back to 21.
You're 21 drinking high water, all right?
What kind of casino is this? No superfecta? Boo! No exacta? Boo! Pike's not a degenerate Andy is. Pike doesn't do that. That's Andy. Sorry. I'm trying to keep the peanut gallery down.
Oh, God, they were melting. And I would put 500 on Time Stand Still.
I put 1,000 on Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Before I can say you don't want to bet all your money.
Okay. And the house will bet on Crash Lightning. So what we'll do is we'll roll a d4. And each one of us will roll a d4 together. And then we'll total them. Yep. And whoever reaches 20 first will win the race.
Ooh.
Sorry, say that again.
Everyone will roll a d4.
Okay.
Together every round. We total the values. And whoever reaches 20 first will win the race.
If I get 21, do I like drop back to 15?
Your wolf, your space wolf explodes. Yeah.
Girl just want to have fun.
Too much fun.
So we have to get to 20 exactly.
No, just whoever gets to 20 first. No,
All right, it's 20 or higher. Okay.
20 or higher, yes. All right, round 1.
Nice. Good start.
That's a 3.
Yeah, that's a 3.
4? 4 Freedom pulls into the lead. Well, unless, what did you have?
1.
1? Okay, girls just want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun, no.
What did you have?
3.
Lush has never asked you for anything.
Come on. Come on, girls just want to have fun. Come on.
You need the hat.
All right, round 2. Everybody roll.
Darn.
No. 1. Girls just want to have fun. Come on. Like trip, both of its ankles break instantly. It's like,
come here. 1.
I got a 1 too.
All right, Crash Lightning pulls into the lead.
Yep.
Time Stands Still in, Freedom, for Freedom in second, and Time Stands Still in third, and Girls Just Want to Have Fun in last place with broken ankles. It's tripped over its own jaw. Round 3.
I got a 3. Freedom, 3.
Girls just want to have fun, rights herself. Her ankles unbreak and she starts to race forward. Yes! Yes! 4! Come on!
I got a 1.
1, all right. Crash Landing still in first, but Freedom right hot on the trail. Girls Just Want to Have Fun pulling into third place, passing Time Stand Still. Round 4.
This is sad.
Time Stand Still? 4.
No, not
4.
the big ankles.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
1.
1. And 4 Freedom?
3.
Oh. Freedom pulls into first place as they round the track on the other end. They're coming back for the second half. Crash Lightning in second. Time stands still directly on its heels, and Girls Just Want to Have Fun falling back into fourth place.
Let's go. Okay.
Freedom 2.
Come on, guys.
Time stands still.
2.
3.
Alrighty, Freedom pulling into first.
Wow.
Crash Lightning falls just into second place. Time stands still in third, but Girls Just Want to Have Fun hot on the trail in last place in a neck-and-neck race.
All right.
Freedom 3.
Big rolls.
Girls. Go. 1.
Those dice, he's dying out there.
3?
Yeah.
Oh my god. They hold positions, I think. Hang on, let me do the quick math. They hold positions as they come around the track. They are closing in. Freedom actually very close to the finish line. With a 4 could take it. And next round.
Oh!
Boy, fuck, I know. Everyone else is at like 19, 18.
Time stands still.
Yeah, 4.
Oh.
Oh!
So close.
Photo finish.
An
Girls
upset?
Just Want to Have Fun.
3, so I'm at 14.
And Freedom.
2, so I'm at 18.
Ooh.
This is like photo finish.
This is,
Yeah.
holy
This is
shit.
very exciting.
Yeah, I think we're tied.
Freedom and Time Stands Still in a neck-and-neck heat for the finish line.
Oh my god.
Crash Lightning in second place, falling beneath the 2. And then Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It's basically
Funny.
Yeah, wait.
It dies, it's just rolling forward. It's not, it's losing momentum.
And certainly final round, what we'll do is, unless you both roll 1s, whoever takes the highest total will pull into first place.
Okay.
Final round. Roll your dice.
I'm just like,
Photo finish.
Wait, but what did Crash Lightning get? A 12.
And my previous total was a 17. It's a 3.
Oh, we tied!
Photo finish.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Fun.
1.
I think, is the horse's name Girls Just Want to Have
And
One?
Freedom got like 1.
1. Oh.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun is like, bro, I am straight up not having a
I ate most of that other thing. I'm very sleep coma. That's on me. That's on me.
I shouldn't have eaten so much rhino.
Went straight to the ankle.
And Girls Just Want to Have Fun did eat the majority of the rhino before the
Can I
race.
cast guidance on myself while gambling?
I was debating on cheating.
You would think that that would be considered cheating, but you're welcome to try.
But
But
you
you
can't-
would believe that that would be considered cheating.
It wouldn't benefit the.
Well, the
Yeah,
race is
yeah,
over
it's
at
the
this.
race,
The
it's
race
the
is
horse
over at
race.
this
Race
point.
is over.
You
If
can
you're,
do
playing,
it.
if you're playing like cards or something.
Clever thing.
So Crash Lightning and Time Stand Still in a neck-and-neck dead heat cross the finish line together. Followed right behind them 4-3-3 Dom. And in last place, bringing up the rear, very casually jaunting through the finish line, is Girls Just Want to Have
I like
Fun.
impressing my face up against the glass in defeat, just like.
I'm gonna console him.
And how much did you bet? 500 Elysium credits.
Elysium.
You win 1,000.
Nice.
So you're up to 1,500 Elysium credits. And it's at this time that the robot butler, the liaison to the boss, returns to collect you all. If you are ready
Oh,
to go.
what did I do with my clock?
Oh, fuck! All right,
I'm
slots.
off. I'm doing my rituals. I'm looking for my lucky one. Just roll a d20.
Okay, it's a 19 or below you lose. That's exactly that's the slots. You gotta-
Okay.
yeah.
I'm looking for my 3 lucky ones. which are invaders from the planet Moolah, Lucky Larry's Lobster Mania 2, or Leprechaun Goes to Hell. Which are real slot machines.
I say it can't be one. It has to be number 2 because they completely overhauled it in one is garbage.
Yeah. So I'm looking for any of my 3. Like,
Please leave the leprechaun one.
You roll a d20, and you need a 19 or 20.
Do they have any of my lucky?
Oh, you
Or they only have Lucky Larry's Lobster Mania 1.
Leave the leprechaun.
roll a d20. Roll an investigation check.
17.
Nice.
I think like a 17.
You see Lucky Larry's Lobster Heaven 3. The brand new slot machine that's just come out. It doesn't look like anybody has ever touched it before.
Oh, they ruined it in Lucky Larry's Lobster Mania 3. Everyone knows that Lucky Larry's Lobster Mania 2 is the best.
Right next to it is 2.
They don't know. It's just a 3. And they don't even have a pina coladaville here. God, this sucks. No pina coladaville, no Lucky Larry's Lobster Mania 2. I'll sit down at Lucky Larry's Lobster Mania 3. Let's see how they changed everything, and I'm just going to be tapping. Okay, let's go. This help. Come on.
You spend time and time again. You're there. You're pulling the lever. You're playing the slots. Bless your heart.
Here we go. Also, whiskey sour, please.
And they bring you a whiskey sour. A robot runs up.
Thank you.
It's in a very similar ornate glass that kind of spins and swirls and sits within its own kind of crystal stand. And it's delicious. It's the greatest whiskey sour you've ever tried.
Oh, wow. I could get used to this place, even though they don't have a pina coladaville or Lucky Larry's Lobster Mania 2.
You pull the slot machine, roll a d20.
I roll a 2, so this is all of my money. Oh, man.
That's why you don't want to play 3. Should have done the leprechaun.
Yeah, what the fuck? If it only had been 2, I would have won big. This is a ripoff. They changed all the algorithms.
You walk past the leprechaun one and the motion sensor makes him light up. A friend in need is a friend indeed, but a friend with gold is better, I'm told.
Oh, they only have Leprechaun Goes to Heaven.
He's doing this and he's like floating up and down.
Green wings extend from out beyond him. And they're actually just dollar signs. Perfect. So yes, with that, the robot bowler will reappear. The boss has freed up. Is everyone ready?
I think it's time.
I have a large soft serve ice cream.
Yes. You didn't even get my drink. All right. What can I do with these leftover credits?
You can cash them out.
Oh. It is real money. You can
Have
cash
a
them
nice
out?
time, sweetie. Good playing with you.
Do you want to go cash out? I'll go cash out with it.
Good luck with the surgery.
Too real. Too real.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Sorry about the smell.
Yeah. Great. You are. Do you go with the robot bowler?
Yes.
Yeah. I would finish the rest of my drink, light a new cigarette, and follow the gang in the robot bowler.
You do so. And Rhett, you whatever drink you would have wanted to order, you have the option to have.
Oh, here it is. Thank you. And I'll take it with me.
You're drinking a extra large pina colada
With an umbrella.
with
What I ordered. It's like one of those. It's like one of those meters. Las Vegas.
it comes in a giant stein, and you're actually a little surprised at how much you enjoy it. Not your usual beverage.
Oh, not usually my thing, but nice and fruity.
You follow the robot butler. He takes you through the hallways on a winding path through the game floor. You don't think you could have navigated through this on your own if you had 20 tries to do so without a guide. He brings you to the other end of the casino hall floor where you'll see a gigantic golden ornate elevator. You begin to walk up to it, but he veers briefly off to the side, which is smaller, less ornate, not ornate at all. Almost what would look like just like a utility elevator. And he motions over to this one. It's almost tucked away. If you're like looking at the initial one, you wouldn't have caught it immediately at all as he directs you towards it. You press the button, you get in. There are no buttons on the paneling in front of you. Not a one. No display. It just seems to be a sleek, empty box. And yet he reaches forward, he puts his palm to the wall. It lights up in response. And the elevator takes you up.
Do some music.
I didn't realize that was different music I was showing to. I was like, why is this so crazy right now?
Battle
music. The elevator rises. It gets to its zenith. The doors stretch open. And you enter into a business office. The same red silk flooring, 2 leather couches on either side of not a hallway, but just a room stretches out in front of you. In the dead center, a simple wooden chair. Seated in it is the player that you saw from the tables before. Behind, just on the other side of him, a large teak wooden desk, simple papers on it. The 2 bouncers that had brought him up there stand directly in front of them. As the doors swing wide, one of them launches a fist straight into his stomach. He keels forward, his wrists tied back behind him as you enter the room. Oh, Crow with the Rhapsody. In the chair behind the desk, it will spin around. It is a massive chair. The back stretches up almost as tall as the room itself. It is humongous. This totally jet black leather as it spins around. You look up and your eyes stream down and down and down and down and down and down and down until you see just over the threshold of the desk, similar slicked back pink ears is all you see.
Just like over the lip of the desk.
Over the lip of the desk, you just kind of see like fluffed ears and then folded back. Jumping out of the chair and standing on top of the table, you see a similar creature to what you've seen kind of running throughout the casino, but in a black tuxedo with a gold chain that runs from his pocket within his jacket. On each one of his fingers, a bejeweled golden ring. 10 in total. Give me just 1 second to deal with my uninvited guest here, and then I'll get to you.
Oh, all right. We'll wait right here. Take your time.
So, you think you could come into my casino and just do whatever the hell you want, huh? No. No, I was playing a game fair and square. No, you weren't. No, you were working the table. You think you were going to get one over on us here at Elysium. Well, it's just not the case. Okay? No. Please, boss. Please. No more. Oh, don't you worry. there is no more, because you're done. And as he says it, he leaps from the table, jumps up into this guy's lap, 20 times his size, and he slaps him in the face. And as his hand connects, roll a group perception check.
Oh, dear God.
Fuck.
Oh, natural 20.
Hey, I got a good number.
That's pretty good.
Perception? Oh, I got a 23.
Here we go.
Anyone?
Perception, you say?
Huh?
7.
21. I'll do you one better. 6.
Anyone
16.
over a 18 will catch the following: the briefest glint, and we'll say if you got over a 20, you almost get also this like buzz that cuts the air for a brief moment, like an energy from the rings as he slaps this player in the face. You hear the sound of what sounds like a pencil breaking, and you realize that he is.
It feels good.
Andy does that, but Pike is like stone faced. It doesn't make him flinch, but that's disgusting.
You can see even from the back, his jaw is completely dislocated from his face. The only thing leaving it still attached, the skin that now hangs there as it sways back and forth. His head slumps forward as he sits in the chair. The only thing that's causing him not to fall to the floor dead is the ropes that are tying his wrist behind his back. Get this garbage out of here. And the goons, the much larger creatures with the gauntleted hands, move forward, cut the ropes behind him, take him away, and walk into a room that's just off to the right. Sorry you had to witness that. I don't like to conduct business in front of some of my other business associates. He jumps back up onto the table and stands on the table. Come in. Can I have somebody get you something to drink?
Howdy. I'll take a cowboy if you can make those.
Yeah, we can make anything you want.
Right.
Anything you seek, you can find here at Elysium.
I'll have a cowboy, thank you.
Coming right up.
You know who we are, presumably?
Yeah, you're the crew of the Rhapsody. I'm told you have what I sent out for. Is that the case?
So you are the boss?
That's me. But you can just call me boss.
Well, yep, that's us. We're the crew of the Rhapsody, and we do have the bounty, so we're here to collect payment.
Well, here you are. 50,000 credits for you. Do you have what I asked for?
Oh, do we? He kept it very well preserved. No, I know I put it around here somewhere.
Cut to one of the waiters in the area, and he's got like it next to a bunch of empty glasses. And just...
There will be a portal that opens up here, and I'll snatch a whiskey sour off of a tray. And it goes back in. Hold on. Oh, here it is. This guy's really going to help us get ahead with those credits.
You already said that.
Not in front of the boss.
Give me the fucking head.
Oh, I don't want to toss it at you. That'd be very disrespectful.
You walk up, he extends out, he takes it in both hands, and he looks it over. Yep. I'd recognize this son of a bitch anywhere. Well, good work. Do you have anything else he had?
Oh, nope. We, unfortunately, the whole damn place exploded. So no other evidence, of note.
That was it.
Roll a deception check.
Just like hiding behind Rhett.
Me?
Protection.
Can I assist him?
Sure. Are you assisting?
Since I'm the one.
Yeah. Sure. Do you roll an advantage?
Oh, thank God.
Wait, I'll let you go.
23.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Just working on some stuff that really would have changed the game, you know. But the head'll do. The head'll do. So
Yep,
He's
he's dead. Yeah, he
He's
was
a
a
door
real
nail.
wise guy, you know? You had to call him Brucalad because he's sleeping with the fish guppies, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Well, good. He give you any trouble?
No more than any other bounty that we deal with on a weekly basis.
I'll puff up. No.
Crying a little.
We weren't horribly emotionally scarred by anything we saw there either. We're a bunch of hard and wise guys ourselves, you know?
Yeah, you look like it. He looks at you
My
skeptically.
super boxy tuxedo.
Well, I suppose that's it then.
Well, if I could have the credits, please.
There you are.
You don't got an envelope?
It's a bag with
He
money on the
hands
side.
you over. He hands you over 10,000 credits.
10,000? I
Yeah,
believe the job
10,000.
was for 50,000.
It was for 50,000, but you docked in my hangar, and we went to work on repairs on that ship of yours. And it seems somebody opted for premium super repairs inside.
Oh,
We had to restock your premium super repairs inventory.
All the seltzer machines have been replenished.
Wait, hold on.
You know
hold
how
on.
much space seltzer costs? That's like 40,000 credits at least.
I didn't authorize any kind of repair. Chuckles, was this you? Hank wouldn't have done this. Hank, you there, buddy?
You try to reach out to Hank, and communications from this room are blocked.
Oh, that makes sense. I
Hank,
can't
buddy?
hear you. I got my new bubble suit.
Is all you get in return.
when that dapper looking robot asked me to sign on the dotted line, I didn't read it.
I never do. Hey, look, I got you right here. He pulls out this big contract, and at the bottom, you just see a giant smiley face.
Well,
Unsurprising yet predictable.
Yeah.
we're going to have to talk about this later.
Oh. No, well, that means that we're really souped up and ready for our next adventure. Oh.
I guess we are ready to go then.
Got all the repairs handled? Are they done, or are we going to have to wait around?
No, there's no waiting here. We're pretty good at what we do. It's all done.
Yeah.
You're not going to run into any accidents out there.
Fresh brake light fluid and all that?
There's no fluid in brake lights. That's crazy talk.
Exactly right.
I can understand how this would be a little disconcerting for you, though. So, how about I do this? How about I offer you another job? And I'll double the reward.
Oh.
What kind of job?
Well, what other kind of job are you equipped for? I'm gonna slide you another bounty. Somebody took something from me and I want it back. But this one, I want alive.
I'm going to turn to Rhett and kind of quietly, as an aside, just say, I'm not so sure I like this, Rhett.
Well, what did he take? And why do you want him alive?
Well, the what is for me to know. The why is because I want it back. And if he doesn't have it on him, I need to know where he put it.
All right. Well, if you give us the details, we can look into it. With one caveat. We turn him in. We'd like to do it somewhere else, if you don't mind.
What do you mean somewhere else? You don't like the Elysium?
Just, you can send one of your shuttles out to come get him.
Well, that's fine. But we'll call it 90,000. Pickup fee.
That's fair.
You got yourself a deal. I'll send it over your way. You let me know if it works for you. And let me just say, it works for you.
All right. I'll take a look. We'll ask around.
One last thing. Are there any public contracts out on this guy, or is this the only... are we the only ones in the know?
Well, he's a little notorious, but there's nothing out for him currently. This is a bit of a disagreement between he and I.
So it's personal.
Do I recognize the type of creature that the boss is?
Yeah. Yeah. You would, I would say that you would all know this. This is a common race that you would run into in space. That is often seen running mercantilism, games of chance, merchants, traders, anything to do with kind of corporate business stylings. So you see them spread throughout the galaxy.
Does he present us with the bounty here, or it's like back on our ship at the holodeck?
No, Rhett, it's in your inbox.
All right.
Boop. I pull it up.
You've got mail.
I thought you disabled that.
Why don't you read it back on the ship? I trust that you're going to accept it.
I would just give you like a knowing nod.
Yeah, I'll save this for later.
We've already uploaded the coordinates to where we believe he was heading straight to your computer. I believe your cute little dog Hank is taking a look at him right now.
All right. Good to know.
And we're certain that the Rhapsody is not bugged by the Empire. Don't worry about that if you were thinking about it.
What? Who was thinking about it?
Oh, I'm just saying not to worry about it in case anyone was on the top of mind.
You saying
more
that
words than ever.
you're Empire spies coming into the space station? What are you saying?
No. What I'm saying is that, I mean, obviously, because there was Empire tech that the good doctor had, or the bad doctor had, that, like, I don't know if they would be wanting to know or hunt us down, but I'm just letting you know that we're good. We ain't rats. Ma Chuckles didn't raise no rats or squealers, you know? I got sticky squeakers, not squeaking squealers. You know what I'm saying?
Look, just you can ignore what he said.
If I find out you're lying and you're driving Empire business around here, and you are some kind of squeaky squealer, then you're gonna be the one strapped to the chair next, and you ain't getting a massage to the face.
Oh no. That's my moneymaker.
Get the hell out of my office.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
I'll immediately get on the elevator.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there.
I don't like that he had access to the ship.
I don't, who knows what else he had access to. I'll connect with Hank when we get back on the ship.
Are we being let out?
So the way it'll work, the robot butler will take you back. This elevator has direct access to the hangar bay specifically. So from where you are, it will actually run one floor beneath where the gaming hall was, and it'll open up directly back into the hangar where the Rhapsody is.
Is the robot with us, or he just put us in the elevator?
He rode the elevator down with you, but upon it releasing, you'll move back into the hangar bay, and he will stay on the elevator. I hope you enjoyed your stay at the Elysium. come again soon.
Do we get to keep the clothes?
You may keep the clothes.
Nah, regardless, I'm getting my jacket.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my things.
Oh, yeah.
Just we'll all collect our things.
We'll hit the locker room.
You hit the locker room. You can change out of your more ornate outfits. You can regain your suit. You can re-don it. You can move back into any of the clothes that you had on before. And should you choose to do so, you can keep your formal wear.
I'll wear all. I'll get changed, but I'll keep it with me.
Yes,
might as well. Basically tailored.
It would be a waste not to.
I'll roll up my suit and store it in my suit somewhere.
Yep.
My suit's inside my suit.
You do so. A compartment can pop open, and you just stuff it around.
With a
and
little
it packs
hanger
in.
and
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm sure that the boss is just helping us out and not trying to entrap us and getting increasingly intertwined with the mob and then basically own our lives and souls forever. It's probably not what's happening, right? He's a good fella.
Good fella.
Yeah, he means very well.
Well, if you would stop signing your name without reading what the fuck you're signing, we have 40,000 more credits to fucking use.
But look how shiny the Rhapsody is.
You look up at the Rhapsody, and there's like a streak of glinting light rides the side, ending at a wing point. It goes, bing.
Oh wow!
And it looks gorgeous. It looks better than it ever has been. Some of the scratches, some are deep, some can't be removed, right? But it's been buffed, it's been polished. Your super premium battleship repair stations are all refilled and re-energized, and it's looking good. I mean, you're taken care of.
I put both my hands in my pockets and take a long draw on my cigarette as we walk up the plank back into the Rhapsody, and I'll look to Rick and say, I liked her better before.
There's an ad for the lobster slots game on the other side.
We're now
You sold ass space. All right. Well, now that I look at it, it looks, she looks good. Not 40,000 credits good.
Well, then we get to keep these nice threads.
Hank? Hank?
Hey, sir.
Did you authorize this, or did they just start doing stuff?
Hank will respond and say that he attempted to stop them, but they provided authoritative paperwork signed by membership of the Rhapsody, and at that point, it was beyond his abilities to interfere.
Here's some treats.
All right, well, at least you tried, buddy. Repairs look good. Everything in the ship's in tip-top shape.
He'll paw into the console, and charts and bars and readouts and energy levels will display on the screen in front of you, and everything is pumping at max efficiency.
I gotta be honest with you, Rhett. It's a lot of money, but I still don't like this. At least we had the foresight to think about a neutral pickup.
Yeah, that was good thinking.
Well done.
I mean, here's the thing. Right now, we don't have any other jobs. And, I guess I could see the details. But at this point, we can take 90,000 more of his credits. As long as we're not, I guess, even if we're not the ones killing him, he's going to be killed.
One way or another, it certainly feels that way. But in the meantime, what do we do with this? And I'll sort of snap my fingers and then the research papers. Well,
Thanks for backing me up on that one, Kavir.
I had a feeling we weren't going to give it to him.
I'm wondering if we had, he would have paid us more than 10 grand. But at this point, it doesn't matter. And, at least he's not, at least furthering those plans, per se.
And besides, it's only 40,000 credits. Easy come, easy go.
Well, I'll go to the monitor. I'll sit down. All right, gang, here's what we got. The name's Rex Maxim. He's 6'1", weighs 190 pounds. Capture difficulty ratings rated 5 out of 10. Not that means shit. He's wanted alive, like he said. He's a notorious treasure hunter, thief, and serial philanderer. He stands accused of stealing from the boss, among several other intergalactic crimes. We must also return any and all stolen goods in his possession. Payout for successful completion of contract says here 100,000, but I guess 90.
Have any of us heard this name before?
Yo, yeah. You would have, for sure.
A small, just wry smile will form at the corner of my mouth.
If you would read this on the holo vid, you will also see the image of your target. Your toes will start to curl in your shoes for just a moment as the visage of Rex Maxim spins in front of you. You see an extremely handsome solar elf.
Son of a
who
This is my cowboy Andy.
He has a sharp white leather hat on, cowboy hat. Orange hair pours from under it. The protection of the hat ends in just the hair as the orange comes out from under it ends in what is like sun-kissed vibrant red hair, and beneath that you can see he's wearing just a light gray duster long coat. You would certainly have had adversarial run-ins with him before.
We're all just in awe of how handsome he is.
Would I have been there, or would this be?
Oh yeah. The two of you would have. The two of you would have for sure.
Yep.
Mike, that kind of looks like you.
But better looking.
No.
That guy has been a thorn in my side for longer than I can remember.
Yeah, my chuckle don't shut up about his stupid memoirs. She loves his books.
And he does. He has a several collection iteration of his memoirs, capers, the exciting and maximum adventures of Rex Maxim.
I call this guy a joker, but I don't want to compliment him.
Did you say he was a serial philanderer? What does that mean? Take cereal?
I think he's a criminal. He just, he breaks the law and makes money. And, this fancy jackass, he's well known across the galaxy, but, do we really want the rep of being the ones that bring him to justice, so to speak?
Well, he claims he's never been caught. I'm not so sure about that. And quite frankly, he's more annoying than anything.
Maybe when we capture him, we can avoid detection and people won't know it's us.
As you say, he's more annoying than anything. The hollow image spins for a moment and its eyes catch yours. And
and I still no change in expression.
Well, and Dandy, don't worry. Once we take him in, he won't hurt any cereal anymore.
That's good.
Yeah.
We need it for ourselves.
We're after his lucky charm, so as long as we follow our nose, that bounty, it'll be great.
I wonder how we're going to know what he took when we pick him up. What is it that could be so valuable to the boss?
You do not think it's related to Jackson? Please tell me you do not think it's related to Jackson.
I can't answer that question. Unfortunately, I have no fucking idea. But based on what I know about old Rex, he doesn't deal with cloning and genetics, as far as I know. What do you think?
That doesn't seem like his style. And quite frankly, when we find the guy, he can't shut up about anything, so I'm sure he'll spill the beans.
That's a good point. He'll probably just fucking tell us.
Would he think you guys are friends?
Funny word, friends.
So yes?
No.
But we don't need to go in guns blazing.
As much of a jackass as this guy might be, he's certainly not a pushover. There's a reason he's as infamous as he is.
Well, why don't we have a conversation with him? And, see what he says. We can learn a little bit more what's going on, and maybe there's a lot more money to be made in whatever contraband he's stealing, or otherwise.
Potentially turning on the boss?
I mean, that's risky, but
sounds dangerous.
Well,
that's what I'm implying.
At the very least, there's always a chance that he doesn't know what he got into.
That's true.
He is kind of a jackass.
You've said that.
Sometimes it's just a little personal.
Sure.
Let's just be sensitive about it, all right?
About what?
Just about his stunning visage.
What?
He's very handsome. And Pike's a little upset about it.
I make my face morph into his face, and then I'll look in the mirror, and I'll look back at him. I don't see it.
Well, he's very well dressed. He has a bit of a ruggedness to him that helps offset what you might expect by being such a skinny elf boy, you know? Probably a deliberate choice. What do you think? What do you think, Dandy?
I sense that Pike is not happy right now.
No, I'm very, just stone-faced.
Oh, okay.
Very hard to tell. Playing it very cool.
Okay.
He'll cry in his room later.
Not sense that.
The hat's a little much for me.
Look, let's find the guy. We got his coordinates. I'd like a few of you to check the ship for any kind of tracking devices.
How are we going to find him?
Well, they sent us a location of where they think he was headed, but if he's not there, then we got work to do.
Is there a way we can draw him out?
Maybe meet us somewhere? Do you still have his number?
I don't keep contact with the guy. I don't know who you think I am. At the very least, he's loud. We'll find him.
Long time.
Catch a drink?
Pay you up?
I have a great business opportunity. I haven't seen you since high school. Chocolate bar.
Reach you by your car insurance.
Would you like to make 6 figures working only 10 hours?
I just figured through past dealings and how often you spent time with this jackass.
No, this is not spending time with him. These are run-ins, very much against our will, if you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
So, if you guys know how his brain works, we can set a trap for him. We'll get the biggest bowl of cereal this side of the galaxy. He won't be able to resist it.
Actually, Chuckles might be onto something. Could we set up some sort of a fake contract to lure him out? Surely his ego will make him take the bait.
I feel like for him to move on anything, he'd have to have some sort of proof that there'd be something to take. I mean, unless he just takes a bounty and take our word for it, and we just, we put on fake mustaches and say, hey, we're looking for a genuine cowboy to help us with the job. We'll give you 80 million credits.
Surely somebody that you know from one of your days can set something up. You know, some sort of a third-party thing. We never have to touch it.
I mean, we don't know where he is. We don't know who he's talking to, what lines of communication he has right now. I think we follow these coordinates, go to where he may be, see if he's there, and then, if we feel like we need to use that plan, we do it. Or, we just, without letting him know anything, maybe we have another run-in. And all you gotta do is start asking him questions about himself, and he won't fucking stop talking.
All right.
Sounds like at least a place to start.
We got a plan.
All right. Dandy, you're the chords.
Alright, I'm gonna go up 10 minutes.
At least you won't know we're coming, so we don't have to rush or go through the honk stream, right?
Not today. Look, I'm just not in the mood.
No, neither am I.
Just clean the ship.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get out of these clothes, and I'll go to my room and change.
And you chart the path, the coordinates that they sent you. You won't be using the honk weave today. There is seems to be a simple journey through the stars, but the coordinates they've sent you take you to the very distant edge of not known space, but civilized space, right on the edge of wild space. And as you head out, you may all do whatever you would normally be doing, but the Rhapsody will take on, maybe through Hank's piloting, and it will fly its way towards the planet that the boss has directed you to. You'll fly for about 3 days. You go through food, what have you, any ration you could want to find or anything like that. You'll find that Elysium and the boss, true to his word, didn't skimp on anything. Anything you could be looking for. I mean, your shelves are stocked with food, with fine liquor, with whatever you could seek to be comfortable on your journey.
Soft serve ice cream.
We got a new machine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, your mixed space soft serve ice cream is actually working for the first time since you've ever had it.
Only chocolate, vanilla, and twist.
No, the twist
So
doesn't
boring.
work actually.
Oh,
The twist doesn't work. It's
So
just the vanilla and
boring.
chocolate. You can attempt to twist it yourself. However, really all you can do is awkwardly get it in one half of the cup and the other in the other half. After a couple days travel, you arrive towards a planet. You can start to see it as it pulls into distant view. It is like sheer white as it pulls in from where it was. It looks almost like a planet covered in ash as you fly closer to it. The sensors will be telling you, Rhett, as you pull in, you found a comfortable place to land, flat land. You could bring the whole full Rhapsody down and make planetary surface landing.
Is it like is there like a city that we'd be landing in, like a port, or would there be just sort of like we go in and find somewhere on the ground to land?
You are currently, as your scanners would go out and seek anything in the area, we'll say within probably 100 miles of where you are, it doesn't immediately detect large signs of life. Like large collections.
Yeah, it's like, so yeah. Planet seems largely uninhabited. So this will be a wilderness job.
Ooh, that is my favorite kind of job.
That's what you're best suited for.
It is what I'm best suited for.
I don't know, Rhett. Something doesn't seem right here. This certainly doesn't seem like the kind of place that Rex would be.
Yeah, why would he be coming here?
Something's off.
I mean, maybe he's looking for, I don't know, like some kind of mining claim or other natural resource gig that he's trying to get in on. I don't get it.
Or he figures no one will find him here. Maybe he's hiding.
Laying low, yeah.
Do I know this planet?
Roll a nature check.
While she does that, the coordinates we got, did that get us just to the planet, or is there a space on the planet that...
It got you to
We're
kind of like
also
a specific locate, like kind of the, like, yeah, a general location area.
14.
With 14, you, as you're pulling down to this planet, you go to think on it. Like, if I come across this before, do I know the name of this planet? Do I know exactly where it is? And the answer is no. However, when you think about it, you start to get flashes. of a people. You see who you think might be Bracken standing on something that looks like this planet. And you see dead bodies surrounding you. Just for the briefest instant.
What is Bracken?
Bracken was the space pirate, the captain space pirate, Triceratops that you with the eye patch.
Ton.
Thank you, Chuckles. That you battled in the first session.
Oh. Well, I will communicate that.
And for just a moment, just a fleeting, brief moment, I would say you have a bone-crunchingly overwhelming urge to make planetfall.
Make what?
To touch the planet.
Touch it, yeah. So I'll do that. I'm gonna go down and almost right away. I'm gonna cast plant growth.
Well, you're in the spaceship.
Oh, so let's go down. I want to cast plant growth. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna communicate it. There has been a lot of death here. A lot of death has happened here. We should go. We should go down, and I can try and heal this planet.
You've been here before?
I do not know. I cannot say. But I feel something.
Maybe walking on the planet will be like walking down memory lane, and will awaken your memory.
Maybe, but I do not know. It does not seem good. It is anti-life. Whatever's down there. Or whatever was down there.
All right, Hank. Bring her down.
The Rhapsody descends. Jets blast and cut out as you approach the planet's surface. Your descent slows and slows and slows. You can feel the familiar mechanical hum as gears, energy pulses through the Rhapsody. Feet kick out. There's a little rock as you touch down on the planet's surface. You head to the hangar bay, excited to see what lies ahead of you, what this planet is, where Rex is, and you punch the command in to drop the hangar bay door. And as it opens, you are hit with a blast of snow and cold.
Oh, shit.
And I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw, as it is intensely cold out.
Oh, I got a natural 1.
Con saving throw.
Yeah, let's twist that.
Let's twist it.
Oh, I got a dirty 20.
You just
Nice.
take
Is it that one?
yeah,
Okay.
Pull out a
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
As we step out onto the ramp, and I feel the cold, I go back in the ship and immediately come back with the exact same jacket I'm wearing, but it's bigger and puffier. No fur. Just it's just a puffy zip up.
Yeah.
It's like exactly what I'm wearing, but puffy like snow jacket and long sleeves.
What did everyone get?
21.
21.
19.
14.
26.
20, 14?
18.
18?
20.
What was yours?
21. I had to sort of look at it.
You, Dandy, you, as you maybe are excited to get to the planet's surface, you are the first one out on the ramp. And as the winds and the snow whips through, even through your body, it's the type of cold that cuts beyond to your very core. It feels like knives ripping through you. And you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Jeez Louise.
As the hangar door bay falls down, the wind blasts into the Rhapsody. You can feel it. Immediately you're struck by the chilling cold. You know that to spend any amount of time on this planet, you will have to deal with this first before you can step foot out into the blistering, intense cold.
Had to be an ice planet. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back too. Dandy, you're looking a little chilly.
I I am chilly. I'm exhausted.
I'm going to go back to my closet. It's mostly clown suits, but I'm going to come back with matching snowsuits with like the full headed hood with fur along it. And one will be blue and one will be pink. And we'll be ice climbers.
I'm so much warmer now. Thank you, Knuckles.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're also now oddly connected by a string.
Yeah.
And your jumping speed doubles.
Oh, and if we need to bash anyone's head in, they actually come with these giant mallets. And also, if we coordinate well enough and spam right trigger, we can chain grab. And everyone will complain that it's cheating and ban us from local tournaments.
I do not understand what you're talking about.
You'll learn later, don't worry.
If
She means Pikachu.
If we're all actually putting on like winter gear, then I'm canonically wearing exactly what I said.
Yeah.
With a magenta scarf.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I just, I'm wearing the same suit as always. Maybe I shrink my arms in just a little bit to protect what's exposed. But then at the top, they're one of those like mercury thermostat levers that just like push it all the way to the warm side, and it like keeps me a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
There's like a little glow, like an orange glow inside.
I'm gonna go put the turtleneck on that came with that suit.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we're feet on planet now, right?
Well, Rhett, we gotta know what Rhett was going to get.
So yeah, I would basically have this like big, like puffy, sort of gray, like light gray, almost like a duster that's maybe fur lined on the collar. That I would just that would kind of keep my neck warm. And it would have sort of all of the same like holes that give access to the ports in my flesh for the ether engine. And so I will also grab, knowing that we're about to go out into the wilderness, and I will suit up with my harness and secure that in and head out.
What a badass.
Maybe I feel so lame in my turtleneck.
You all do so. You go, you get your, you've traveled the stars for a long time together. You've encountered just about every different scenario you possibly could. You have been in the cold before, and so you have the equipment to handle this. Now, this planet is frigid, and it doesn't look like there's any solace in any direction. And so you know that no matter what, this will be a survival session.
Let's go. If we were to look up, like would we be able to see the sun, or is it kind of like cloudy and there's like actually snowing going on?
Roll an investigation check.
Can we
At
take
disadvantage?
our personal ships?
I hope I don't miss the sun. Oh, that's pretty good. I think it's only a little plus though, since it's int. So we're gonna call it a 19.
A 19?
Oh, a disadvantage? A 14. Sorry.
Oh,
I
14.
apologize. I assumed I was at advantage.
With a 14, you look out and the winds swirl, the snow's coming down. It's not so much that it is a cloudy sky, at least that you can tell. It's hard to tell whether or not it's clouds or it is just gray. But you look up and you maybe catch the faintest outline of what you hope in the deepest parts of your heart is what you would think a sun would be. But you cannot, you are not confident.
Yeah.
As I'm gonna start putting my hand towards the planet in my pink little cape coat. And would I have a sense that I could grow something here if I tried?
Roll a nature check.
I'm gonna try and terraform. Can I twist it? I'm twisting it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I'm changing that dice. Okay, a little bit better. 11.
With an 11, I would say that you would know it's. I mean, you go to touch the ground and you can't reach the earth. The ground beneath you is covered in a layer of snow. Probably as you walk, as you move throughout, it's not knee deep, but you're above ankle. And so to get to the ground, you would think that if you were to try and grow something, you would have to grow something that was native to this environment, or else it would not stand a chance of surviving at this point.
Oh, I could do that.
Okay.
You can try.
But I'm not going to.
Okay.
Not yet. We're on an ice ball.
I just want you to know I can.
Rhett, if we gotta fight in this, it's not gonna be easy.
If we gotta walk in this, it's not going to be easy.
You're both damn right about that. And that's why the plan is not to fight, at least right away. And remember, we gotta keep them alive, so either way, let's just try to either sneak up on them or trick him or, I don't know, convince him to come willingly.
Visibility's real bad.
Visibility is pretty bad. If you're normally whatever your range of vision is, I would say it'd be cut in half at this point. Not necessarily like your hand in front of your space, but you cannot make out solid objects beyond probably at best 80 to 90 feet out.
Do we have a coordinate direction once we're on the planet, or was it's on the planet, go for it?
This is, you've landed in the spot that the coordinates have brought you. So now it's up to you to use the tools at hand to attempt to track down your target.
Are we sure that he is here?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, I don't think we're sure. Is he here?
This could be a trap. Looking around, why would he be on this ice planet?
And as I'm talking, my helmet is starting to fog more and more and more. And I have to stretch out with little tendrils and sort of...
Trust me, LaBouche, I don't like it either.
But again, maybe that's why he's here. We don't want to be here. What are the odds other people will stay long enough to try to find him?
That is a good point.
Your sensor said you didn't pick up much life?
I mean, certainly no settlements large enough to be picked up by the scanner. I can't imagine there's any civilization for miles.
Do you think?
They died.
They died?
They died.
Died like recently died, or died like...
I do not know when they died, but many died when they died.
So nothing happened when she touched the planet?
Ice, right?
Just touched like a sheet of ice, effectively. A layer of ice and snow.
Permafrost. And I had the urge, like you said, to
You had a very split, fleeting urge to make planetfall and to touch the planet. But that passed while you were in the ship. But the almost primal draw to get your hand onto the surface of the planet passed while you were in the ship.
Like an instinct.
Like an instinct.
Oh, my dinosaur instinct.
What do you think, Rhett? I mean, surely anybody here would have to find some sort of shelter, right? Cave, outcropping?
Underground?
Come on, I wasn't built for this.
Well, I don't have my mechanisms aren't that highly detailed to be able to pick them out of a fucking snowfield. So I don't know. Does anyone else have anything like that? Danny, can you sense? Can you reach out into the natural world and find this guy?
Oh, use your crystal.
I don't know.
Not Chuckle is always talking about crystals and how powerful they are.
You sure those are the kinds of crystals he's talking about?
Oh. Probably not.
Oh, poor Mon Chuckles.
That's very funny.
Is that a 2?
Yeah.
How many 2 is it 2 this time? Oh,
We could always space out and communicate when we find something.
I don't think that's what he meant by space out, but it's a good idea.
Oh, I did the thing.
Just so I know, who has the highest passive perception?
Oh boy,
Probably this
I would
guy.
bet me money it's me. Let's check.
Or maybe Dandy.
or Pike.
15.
15.
Wow.
17.
Wow. Damn, how's that even work?
I'm just
Okay.
He's proficient.
Whiz-biz.
He's a perceptive guy.
Just look at him. Look at those
That's it.
ears.
No follow-up. No follow-up.
Look at those elf
How do we
ears.
take a direction? Would his scans have shown, I guess, a direction for these pockets of life?
I would say that generally the scanners. Well, Rhett, roll a perception check utilizing your scanners, so you may do it straight.
Should I twist this?
Probably.
Yeah.
We got a few.
What the
It's
twist?
a little better, and I'm proficient, I think.
Did we get a long? We got a long rest.
You got
Yes.
a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we touched down.
Okay.
That's an 18.
Nice.
With an 18, you pop up on your scanners, your handheld scanners, and there's a lot of interference. The snow's heavy. It's frying.
Please try again later.
You see, it's difficult. The signal is difficult to get through, but the Rhapsody itself has made planetfall, and that's a very powerful conduit for signaling purposes. And though you're surrounded by a heavy layer of snow, you start to see a very small blip rapidly approaching your location.
What in the hell?
What do you mean, what in the hell?
Hey, are you seeing this? Yep. Think that's a glitch? Take a look. Something's flying towards us.
What direction?
How
Fine.
fast does it look to be going on his sensor?
It's moving fast. It's moving fast. Like, I don't know, kilometers is probably more relevant to space, but it's moving like 80 space miles per hour.
I would immediately like take some sort of like a defensive stance, maybe like turning away from Rhett so that his back is like towards mine and be like, be ready for anything.
I'll start to stomp away from the ship. I'm going to make it a little farther out into the ice sheet field. Just in case the big target that's obvious behind us gets attacked.
Let's circle the wagon.
I'll take out one of those big, like, Hoth binoculars from Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And look through and scan the horizon in the direction that I think.
How many like trees and things are there? Like how?
None.
Oh,
You're on
yeah.
like a
It's like
completely
Okay.
flat,
Okay. Gotcha.
white tundra.
Understood.
Like imagine the desert, but just layers of white with like a a tenth of the visibility.
Yeah, I would just whatever direction everybody's kind of looking, like pick a different direction and see what I can see. My elf eyes might see.
Yeah. Rhett, we'll keep your perception check. You know the direction that this is coming in. You get out your giant Hoth binoculars. They like flip out from behind you.
Brand.
Yeah, the equivalent of Hoth binoculars, and they connect towards your face. Your mechanical eye side zooms out a little as you peer in the direction, and you start to see. You're able to pierce some of the veil of the heavy snow, and you see just like a cloud of white crashing behind this small black hover bike that's racing towards you, and you can see at the crown of this bike a white hat.
Classic.
You're not going to like this, Pike.
If I look where he's looking and I squint real hard, would I be able to see anything, or is it still way too far
It
away?
is. Roll a perception check. You can
It's
roll a
okay, tell me
perception
now.
check.
It's
but
a
it is-
speeder.
No, tell me no. It's fine. I would
no,
be
it
squinting
is-
and like leaning kind of down towards Rhett.
I
to,
would
like,
say
see
you
what's-
need mechanical assistance to
That's
pierce the veil of the snow blindness.
You can't be telling me it's going to be this easy, right?
I mean, you can guess who's on that speeder.
I'll light a cigarette, like moths to a flame.
We didn't have to try.
It just goes out, I'm like, and I'll flick it off, and it'll flick off and everything and blow away on the tundra.
Yeah. No, it doesn't even touch the ground. The wind is so strong it whips it out of the air and it just disappears.
Pike,
into
do
the
not
mist.
litter.
I'll just.
Well, so all we gotta do is just set him up the bomb, and I'll pull out like a giant cartoonist bomb. We'll just plant it. It'll blow up to smithereens as soon as he drives over.
Well, his base will belong to us.
We can't kill him. All right, we got to keep him alive.
We still have to figure out what he took.
Just once, no bombs, all right? Nothing that explodes. No cream pies full of cinder blocks. No razor blades, none of that, all right?
Jesus.
You didn't say anvil.
Just nothing that'll fucking
Or
kill the guy.
hammers.
Non-lethal anvils would be fine.
Sledgehammers.
Yeah. Tandy and I are like holding giant hammer.
Not this.
Oh.
Well, let's get ready to subdue him if we need to, but let's just have a chat. Pike, what do you think? Why would he just come upon us like that?
He's got to be in over his head or something, right? Surely he's figured out by now that he's in trouble.
Maybe he feels guilty. He's going to turn himself into us.
Or perhaps he's been stuck here and now he's dying and he sees help and he's going to come grovel.
Should I try to punch him unconscious either way?
No!
Yeah, please!
Oh, I mean, no!
No violence, all right?
My hands look like 2 sledgehammers.
As much as I would love to, let's go with what Rhett's saying and hear him out.
I'm here if you need me.
That's what you're here for. We appreciate it.
All right.
As you're having this conversation, it's now there is like a split second. You can all see this speeder now crashes into view. It is moving so fast. You saw the visage of Rex Maxim before. You see a familiar white cowboy hat. You see a heavy light gray duster he has on. If he wasn't riding a black speeder, he would be almost imperceptible to the eye.
I lean over to Rhett and I say, how's he even keeping that hat on?
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it was surgically attached.
It's real cool. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
He races into view, the speeder kicking up. He pulls within maybe 10 feet of your party. Do you try and do anything to stop him?
Very much on Rhett's orders. As long as it doesn't look like he's going to damage the ship or us, I would just basically stand there waiting for him to stop doing his thing.
Yeah, I would want to stand there looking as if we're expecting him and we're like waiting to receive him.
Yeah.
Presumably for some kind of conversation, and if he just starts attacking, then we'll play it by ear.
No, I just imagine him like whipping up. He's actually
so anyway, I started blasting.
He like whips it around. He's just doing donuts in front of us. And we're just like waiting for him to be done.
One of the funner boss fights in the Final Fantasy VII remake.
So you see as he drives up, you see a speck of amber coming from the front of him. His cruiser doesn't even slow down. He spins to the broadside. He flip kicks the pedals, pushing the right, depressing down, pulling the left up. The speeder flips. He begins to cascade over the top of you. And as he does, he takes a lit cigarette out of his mouth. And as he flies past you, you'll now see that it's in Pikes. As he lands on the ground on the other side and careens away. Blasting out of the area, away from you. He spins around for a brief moment one more time as he looks back and the vehicle, the speeder stops. And you hear him almost shout something across the snow, but with the wind, roll a perception check.
Oh. This guy's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm literally about to say that.
Oh, I did not roll well on that one. That's for
I
sure.
rolled pretty good.
10, 16.
Wow.
I also got a 10 because I rolled very low.
20.
20?
Yeah, you guys killed it.
I got a 23. Even though I'm totally like fogged over in my helmet, I'm really trying to listen hard.
23. We'll say with the 23. We'll just go with the highest. Labushi, you hear this as he shouts out over the snow, the whipping winds, the crashing snow. You hear him shout out. I didn't believe it was you guys. Good luck. As he careens away.
He may be a jackass.
Did you hear that?
That was cool.
That was pretty cool, Kavir. You're right. I mean, gosh, he's got style. He's got great thing. He's got a pretty face.
He just showed up to wish us good luck and goodbye?
I'll turn to Rhett. I'm not so sure he's going to be very interested in talking.
I mean, what the fuck was that? He just wanted to check it out and then just taunt us?
Classic Rex. Look, if we don't have any kind of vehicle or something that can traverse this, we're never going to catch up to it.
Could we turn Hank into a sled dog? I can get us a sled if you provide the dog.
I mean, we could try.
I mean, how is he going back in the exact direction that we saw him come?
He's continuing to move forward.
So he just
he
went
did not.
through us.
He just
went over
came
and
like
kept going.
basically from your south, flipped over you, offered a cigarette to Pike, and then continued on to the north. So you drive like almost in a straight line. You would maybe get the sense that your landing, the actual Rhapsody on the planet, was very perceptible, and possibly something that was in the area would have come to like investigate on its way to whatever its goal was.
Well, he's on the move. I mean, should we go after him now or
What?
I mean, we have to. We just got to figure out a way to catch him.
He's got to be going somewhere.
All right. Well,
Oh, or Dandy, can you summon a little mini mammoth that could pull a sled through the ice and snow? That would be pretty heavy metal.
Yeah, probably. I could summon a whole bunch of my little wolves. They like the snow. I don't have a sled.
I do. Or I can create one.
Well, let's give it a shot.
or what we could try is, if we try to like make some sort of like hover something with one of our vehicles. I mean, I don't know how like ridiculous that would be.
How big are our personal ships?
Pretty big. I mean, they're you can decide like on pretty average. Like they're like pretty big trucks, like really pretty big trucks.
Oh, we can't risk damaging them again. We're going to lose all our credits.
Are you sure? Because I'm about this close to just taking out the Sparrow and lighting him up.
Then we won't get anything.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
$0 plus ammunition plus fuel credits. And then in this economy with this space inflation, space gas prices are out of control.
That's fine. Fine.
Could all of this team fit on my pterodactyl? Like on the wings of my pterodactyl?
You can only do that because of the power that the Rhapsody offers you to take that form in space.
And I'm not in space anymore.
No, you're landed on the planet.
We're on the planet.
I'm on a planet in space, but yeah.
Here's the thing. I think it's not like he's just going to go forever, right? I think we just follow him. And I'm not sure how much Hank pulling the sled is going to be any faster than us just trudging through the snow. Same thing with your raptors or mammoths or whatever else.
All right, big guy. You're the brains. And I'll just put a hand on his shoulder and I'll just begin to start trudging the direction that Rex went.
Just off into the snow. Disappear.
Not very fast.
Yeah.
Just at a leisurely pace.
Same. I blindly follow Rhett wherever he goes.
Seems like the only option.
I'll look back over my shoulder. Well, you coming?
All right, let's go.
I liked the sled idea. And I'll start to trot forward.
And you do so. You are walking through the snow. It's coming down. It's hard to see. You can't see beyond probably now maybe 20 feet in front of you. But Red, you're following your sensors. You are, now that he's so close, you have been able to identify a heat signature coming off from his hover bike. And so you understand, you can't see what's ahead of you or around you, but you understand the direction that you're heading. But even with your protection, it is so intensely cold that I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, boy.
Nay.
Oh.
Is it twistable?
It's twistable.
Let's twist. Yeah, let's just each twist once.
I got a 21.
21 passes.
My jacket is surprisingly well made.
It's down. It's down.
22?
It's down swoosh feather.
It's very goofy looking, but it works.
22 as
22?
well, yeah.
16.
I've sorted out that I can avoid the fogging issue if I fill the entire helmet with my goo.
There's no space. It's just
And so with a 26, my head just looks like a giant green orb with 2 eyes floating around in it.
And the mustache.
Yeah, the mustache is always there. No matter what I'm describing.
So with everyone passing,
17.
with 17, sorry. Everyone passing, you pull your coats a little tighter. Chuckles and Dandy connected by string, sharing blue and pink warmth. LaBouche now looks like a green lollipop, one of those gigantic ones. Everybody else pulling the jackets in, warming the ethereal engine, pushing heat into your down jacket, your sweater insulated. For you pull the collar up a little bit, try and get close to the bottoms of your ears, and you're able to move forward. You, as you track Rex, it's probably about an hour. You see his heat signature continue in the direction that he was going before it goes out, but not because your scanner lost sight of him. Just the heat faded away. You know that if you were to continue walking after him, after his hover bike, for the span of the hour it took him, it would probably take you somewhere around 15 to cover a similar distance. Hours.
Ooh. Well, he's not stopping.
Should we try the sled thing?
We could. We need something that could tow it. And I don't think Hank's up for it. I mean, look at the size of him.
My wolves. Or I could just be a polar bear and take us all.
Well, I'm thinking that if you can... how long does your summon, from a meta perspective, how long does your summon beast last? It's like 10 minutes.
Let us check. I think it's an hour.
They have this conversation, cut to 5 minutes later, and LaBouche is just pulling a sled by himself.
It lasts 3 hours.
Your wild shape.
Wild
Wow.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way to go.
Okay.
I
could become a polar bear and just run.
Polar bear might be too high of a CR at this point from that perspective.
It's 2.
That was a 2.
And I think
this
I can
is
do
space.
2.
It's a solar bear.
This is a you guys question. I don't know.
8 4.
But I'm sure there's something vaguely prehistoric that would be thematically appropriate and maybe...
A tringle dingle.
Probably like
a mammoth calf.
Like a teacup woolly mammoth.
Tiger.
A teacup woolly mammoth.
Okay.
A woolly mammoth calf you would be able to shapeshift into.
Okay, I can only do this once a day. Okay, let's use a little bit of holiday cheer and magic. As I reach into my hat and I just pull out a giant, like wooden sled that's as big as I can. Basically, is 5 feet across. Meant for to go as slickly on ice or snow, and it'll fall onto the ground. And it'll be like super just bedazzled with like it'll be like super gaudy with like fire streaks on it, like a dragster.
I thought you were going in like the classic like Coca-Cola sled direction.
Yeah, no,
I was like one of those hot like Flyer 99. What do they call those? Like carts.
Yeah, basically.
Hot flyers or something that had like flame streaks.
Radio
on.
flyer.
Flyer.
It's a red wagon.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Basically, it's the limit that my magic, my bard magic, will allow me to create, as it'll fall onto the snow.
And you're easily able to pull this out of your hat and produce a sled that comfortably will sit the 5 of you. And you can fasten a connection to Dandy for sure. If you'd like to tie off the.
In my creature, I kind of when I wild shape, I don't have the same thing where the colors and the kind of cosmic dust rolls through my body. Instead, it's like savagery. It's like very primal. Like nails start to like grow and the things around me start to pop off, and then I turn into the like mammoth calf dinosaur creature.
And you do so. Your stone form begins to shift, and change as you kind of like Beast Wars, like twist around and change into this small and adorable, but small for a woolly mammoth. So it's still quite large as you stack up to the party. And you would find that you're easily able to move this sled along with them.
Oh, thank goodness it was a magic coat. I'm imagining a woolly mammoth in like a big pink fluffy coat.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The coat stays.
Yeah.
The coat is not absorbed into the form of the woolly mammoth.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
With the hood and everything.
Yeah, the hood.
With the fluffies.
And we already have the rope, so we can just tether you up. Gosh, hey, Danny, why the long face?
Oh my God.
And you carry forward. The movement is now, you've significantly increased your pace. It's still slow. You're not moving it quite as fast as like a speed bike would, but you have significantly changed your ability to travel through this environment. And you carry on in this way for probably another we'll say 20 to 30 minutes or so, and you've covered significantly more ground than you had at first when just walking. When once again, group perception check.
Come on.
Oh, not bad.
Come on. Oh, man. I'm like every other roll here. I got an 8.
Oh, am I supposed to be disadvantaged?
Yes.
Yes.
Checks, yes.
I haven't been doing that. So, okay.
I don't know that you've rolled.
Well, we did one just now,
Oh.
I think.
That was a saving throw, which
okay.
you're on disadvantage. Right? Yeah.
Okay, got it. So
22.
it's 7 plus 5.
Yeah, I didn't
12.
do well on this one. 8. And I'm a Viking.
This lollipop-looking motherfucker. My eyes are floating all over the place. I get a 6.
19.
Oh, 19.
As long as some of the group does well.
Sorry. So Rhett and Chuckles. Rhett, we'll say that on your scanners, you start to see another heat signature coming from behind you, moving fast, moving rapidly, but not as fast as Rex was moving. But it's moving fast
From behind us?
from behind you. And Chuckles, you hear on the wind as it whips around you, you get this swirl of cold that kind of wraps around your head, sends a shiver down your spine. As it moves through and around your face, it carries on it a guttural howl.
There's some kind of spooky monster or something coming.
Yeah, I'm seeing something coming up behind us.
From where?
The south?
The
I
south.
guess.
It's
It's
coming
the south.
It's
Yeah.
on the southern wind. Something spooky this way comes.
What do you mean spooky?
I hear its howl. It's like a monster, like an alien monster.
You look back
Get
behind
ready.
you, and you can see, and Rhett, as everyone starts to see this, you start on your readout. Bing, 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 bing. You see probably 15 to 18 heat signatures erupt on the readout, and what you all start to see as as these creatures erupt from the snow, maybe at this point, we'll say 250 feet behind you, you see a familiar sight. A very white, light gray skin, a elongated jaw with two massive canines erupting from the front of a slavering frost wolf hideous creature with no eyes and a panting snout
It is
as
not
a
hideous.
pack starts to run at
It
you.
is misunderstood.
You would start
They call that
to
misunderstood. The arms in my engine that normally hold the my grav cannon when I'm not using it will pass it to me and I'll grab it and I'll just be ready aiming it. I guess, are we surrounded?
No. They're
Are they
coming
all
at
from
you.
the-
You're on your left is kind of like a heavy incline snow hill. On your right, as you've been moving along this path, is actually a pretty sheer drop off, and you're still moving forward. They're running at your back as you're approaching them.
Oh, Dandy, you better step on it! And a big pedal will be in the sled as I just step on it with my shoe, and it goes.
I'm gonna start running.
And Danny takes off. The sled rockets back. You're moving quick. The woolly mammoth arms going. This sled dragging along, and the wolves start to like split a little distance between you. But they now sensing you and sensing the hunt is on, they start to gain traction a little bit. And I would ask what everyone plans to do, with the exception of you, unless you have something, what everyone plans to do to keep them at bay from catching up.
The second that I see Rhett basically, arm the cannon or whatever, I would have been like kind of sitting cross-legged on the sled and, trying to keep my balance. But the second I see Rhett move into motion, I would turn around and like be on one knee, using my left hand to support myself against the sled, raising the gauntlet that I have, and it would begin to warm up and glow these same kind of radiant colors, the magenta, the orange, the yellow, as I kind of like point and level and prepare myself to try to pepper these creatures to the best of my ability to keep them at bay.
Absolutely.
I would almost like sort of be like sitting down, trying to like maintain my balance on this sled without my arms, and just having my cannon and lobbing whatever I can at them as they got close.
I would say your cannon has a front flip down that can you mount on the edge of the
turret mode?
On the edge of
minigun style.
Minigun style. So you're edged on just the back of this sled as it's being pulled 60 miles per hour by a woolly mammoth calf in one direction. Your turret gun style, go, 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 go.
Exactly
and
right.
Pike heated up gauntlet firing blasts. Bang.
My head canon is that you just have gyroscopes in it and you like can't fall over.
Oh yeah, I love
you
that.
actually have gyroscopes in your back that'll stabilize you, and like
perfect.
all this gear that you carry.
What's everyone else doing?
Seeing the wolves gaining ground and seeing everyone start to get ready for combat, I'll look at the hill of snow to the left, and I will hope that I can perhaps trigger snow coming down and perhaps pushing them off the side. And I'll get up from my seat and I'll get over to the back of the sled and I'll make my way over to the left side of the sled like so, and then I will stretch, and with my long arm I will dig into the ground and almost smack into the ground to try and trigger an avalanche.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty good.
Dang.
Yes!
Oh, man,
And
that's
as he's
pretty
doing
good.
that, I cast guidance on him just in case he needs to do
Yeah, I'm right there
something.
behind you.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I can do that. I can do healing spells while in wild shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So just so you
I
guys
can
know.
figure out what my features
Yeah.
are. I don't
Okay.
even know what I have.
All right, so we'll resolve all this in a second, but Chuckles, Kavir, Danny's casting guidance.
I am going to reach into my hat and pull out a pinata, and it's a pinata of a polar bear wearing sunglasses and like pink speedos. And I'm going to just say, "Oh, I hope this works," and I'm going to throw it out behind us to wherever I think the wolves will be coming in to kind of attack us. And the effect of that is basically Nether's Mischief, which is a 20-foot cube that basically it'll then when they get into range, the thought is that it'll basically pop, and it will cause like random magical effects as
really fun.
magic,
That's amazing.
clown-like magic will appear from it, and
Explodes into magic.
non-violently, hopefully.
Fingers
get rid of them.
crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
That's some confetti. Kavir.
I will
That is a
be
second level.
sort of preparing so the sands have come out of my hourglass, and just sort of preparing to cast, a spell as soon as they get close enough. If they're within 200 feet, then I would use the chrono ray, so it actually saps time from them and slows them down.
Oh yeah. Shit.
And then if they're farther, then I would have to use my sandblast.
Man, you guys are cool.
Blast him, gauntlet.
Hell yeah. So, The wolves rapidly start to close distance on you. Kavir hits first. You see the swirling sands as he's able to kind of reach out. You see it come up their paws, their legs, as it starts to slow them moderately as they stop to gain on you, but they're still in dogged pursuit. Rhett and Pike, you have the ether cannon, your solar gauntlet. You're at the back. You are just covering. You have Overwatch. You're just covering a pepper spray of blue and orange and magenta fire out from the back of this sled as these dogs are just getting ripped into, and you start to see they're getting shredded back. They're some of them are bleeding a little bit. They absolutely look rough. You even are able to knock between the sands encroaching into wounds. The ether cannon blast hits one square in the head, chunks its head down into its neck, and it stumbles forward on its legs as it rolls through the snow, and it dies. One of the solar blasts shoots out and catches one clean in the shoulder. Its right shoulder. As it goes down, it tumbles off the cliff and falls. As the polar bear extends out, there is an explosion as it drinks a dark liquid and puts its sunglasses on. As it bursts out, confetti, lights. They're stunned. To my eyes. But delicious.
So I roll for the effect. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I had no idea how it
But
works.
basically, I mean, I don't know if you want it, but the idea is that a bunch of apple pies would. My goal is that a bunch of apple
You got it all
pies
wrong.
would fall out, and then whatever ones would fail, or a couple of them, they would smell it and they would lift up and just kind of float over to it for a brief period of time, like Scooby Snack it.
So several wolves. So there were 18 in total. 2, 3 have dropped down. These pies, these apple pies, roll out. The first one, slavering, stops and just starts to eat it, and is just back, is lost out of the pack. The second, as it runs up, it's 1 paw, 2 paw, 3 paw, 4 paw, goes into 4 pies, and it starts. It can't run. Its paws are stuck. It starts to slip around on the ground as it goes off the ice and slides off the cliff. And as it goes totally off the cliff and careens through the air. It smells fantastic, though. And then Labouche stretches out his arms, rockets out fists, slapping towards the incline on the snow shelf, digs in his hands, and as Dandy is ripping the sled forward on the woolly mammoth, drags across, ripping through snow, and absolutely is capable of starting an ice sled. And nothing hungers for blood like ice. It moves forward as there were about 13 wolves left. The ice comes. And it is bound for this pack of wolves, and they're in for a bad time. And it crashes in. They're fast. They're past the pies. They beat the smell. They're fast, but it takes out the back half of the wolf pack, and there is 7 wolves left, still rapidly approaching. At which point, roll another perception check.
Uh-oh. Come on! I'm due! Ha!
Oh?
Jesus!
In
Another
my
8.
wild shape form, am I still exhausted?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the snow.
That's
There's
just like
there's
that's
snow in my
you,
eyes,
yeah.
guys. There's snow in my eyes.
Ooh.
7.
18?
Yeah.
9.
4.
Uh-oh.
No, we all rolled low.
We're all, it's,
Yeah, we're in the middle of
We're in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
I'm hanging onto the back of the sled,
Yeah.
touching the earth. It's a nightmare.
You're on the back. You're grabbing the earth. You two are just boom, 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 pew, 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 pew. You're throwing pies. You're pulling the sled. Kavir, you start to feel it is crazy out here. The sled's rocking. Everything's wild. Wolves are running you down. There's apple pie everywhere. There's a snow avalanche coming to take down the wolves. It's moving right behind you. You start to feel the ground tremble.
Oh no. Guys, does anyone else feel that?
I don't know, Kavir. We got a lot going on here.
Yeah, I understand, but look underneath. Look at the ground. Do we see like any visible?
As you ask, and as he calls that out, you all start to feel it erupting out of the ice. You see two massive, far larger than these wolves, two massive snowy land sharks erupt out, and in a massive open jaw motion, they reach up and chomp down the remainder of these wolves. They shred through them in instants.
Ice sharks.
Hell yeah.
And then they take note of you.
Oh no!
What the hell is
Maybe
a
we should have
land
left more
shark?
wolves.
That was Jossam.
Land shark.
And they move. They start to move forward towards you.
Are they faster than the wolves?
They do not currently seem to be faster than the wolves.
Seeing this happen, I'll reach into my puffy coat pocket and pull out a cigarette. I'll lean over to Red and I'll say, help me out with some of that ether flame.
As I see all of the things that happen,
Thank you.
oh, all of those wolves had parachutes and they're just fine. As I'm shouting towards Dandy and she's running in her mammoth form, like a Dragon Ball Z dub.
Cut to the wolves.
Those creatures had parachutes. They're just fine. They're gonna make it. Keep running, Dandy. We're gonna catch that cowboy soon enough.
Chuckles, do you have more bombs?
Oh, I mean, I don't want to trigger an avalanche, and I mean, Red said no bombs.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Yeah, I think, hopefully I don't trigger my wild...
Bombs! Bombs! Please! Bombs! Bombs now!
Okay, here's one, and it will be, I'll pull out a giant, like, glittery pink bomb, as I'll hand it to you.
Okay. I will, my entire arm will shrink down like this, and I will just shot put it. It'll shoot out like 15 feet, my entire arm, before finally the bomb releases. And I'm endeavoring to get it to land in a spot where I see the most buildup of ice as we are rocketing along this ledge.
You launch this Barbie bomb out into the ether. You target on the ice right there, and you, except in a French accent, and you shoot it out towards the
Right
ice.
there.
And it sails through the air. What does this bomb do?
In a 20-foot cube, each creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be blinded. As it will explode into in glitter and lights and neon, and it is basically a Barbie bomb. And
It's like super disorienting.
it's basically a flash bomb.
Yeah.
And it'll say, I'm a girl that's similar but legally distinct from Barbie in a world that's similar but legally distinct from Barbie world.
Come on, legally distinct Barbie! Come on, legally distinct Barbie! Let's go with legally distinct party!
You launch this legally distinct bomb out into the air. It lands on this sheet of ice. It boom, explodes in this beautifully pink, colorful confetti style explosion. And once again, the ice moves. You can see that it's erupted right in front of these ice sharks, and clearly they're blinking. They've gotten the ice, but their legs touch the ground, and you can almost feel that they can sense your movement. As the sled is rocking and rumbling, as the hooves and the giant legs of the woolly mammoth strike the ground, they know exactly where you are, and they are coming.
I was worried they wouldn't even have eyes.
Yeah. Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah, 10%. Yeah, but that was a great play. Great play. Especially because of the song.
Yeah.
Really pulled it all together. I would continue to try to now having a cigarette and kind of just thinking about the situation and being I would try to pepper them a few more times, fully expecting it to basically do nothing. but I would want to just see. So I would line up and see if I can find a spot maybe in their face, you know, and fire off a few more radiant bolts.
These are gigantic creatures. They have a deep blue outer shell, and surrounding them on their legs, their body, almost like this white fur as it goes back. At times, as you gain distance, you start to split off between them. It becomes a little hard to track their vision as they move in and out of the snow blindness. And you look back. Roll an attack roll.
Oh boy. This has not been my strong suit the last few rolls. Come on! 12.
11.
Yeah,
You
okay.
fire back. Bang. And this streak of orange flame fires through the night, or just fires through the air, and lands direct hit on this ice shark, and it just bounces off its shell.
I'm gonna go, yep, that's about what I expected. Right, you got any heavy weapons tricks here? Because now would be the time to use them.
How close are they to us?
They're gaining. They're probably, we'll say at this point, they're 60 feet behind you.
60 feet. Look, Park, all I can do is shoot them. At least right now until they get closer.
There's two of them.
There's two of them.
Are we going along a cliff?
You have like a cliff face on your right.
Yeah.
You have a sheer, kind of steep, sloped incline on your left.
I'm gonna try something.
I don't know how to say this.
This game is literally just trying things.
I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna say, Dandy! When I tell you, you just need to stop and we all need to be as quiet as possible.
I'm
And
gonna turn around and wink at you.
I'm going to wait until we're as close to the as we're as close to the edge of the cliff as possible. And I'll say, okay, now stop!
And I stop.
As I am going to cast, what the fuck is it called? Phantasmal Force and twin it on both of them.
Nice.
And I want us to entirely stop and basically the image, and it's a full sensory illusion, but basically including sound, and both of their heads, and basically have us, the sound of a mammoth, and basically visualize the image in their head of us, but basically in the air.
Like immediately veer away from us over.
Veering away out off of the cliff in an attempt to get
Holy
shit! and do that.
I also enjoy Tremors.
Do we have to like stealth or anything?
And so basically, I'll just basically my big finger will get huge as I'll go.
How does Tremors sound for?
We have to not be making tremors. If we're not making tremors, they won't be able to sense the tremors.
That's fair. I mean, I don't know if it relies on. I think it might rely beyond sight and sound. That's what I'm worried. Anyway, I'm very quiet.
Yeah.
Let me just ask, this phantasmal thing, would it
It's
create...
an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
And the DC
15.
15. DC is 16. And so I'll twin it, and I'm gonna pull out a balloon as I'll just I'll blow it, and I'll just work super fast. Like there's a cloud of like white comically cartoon dust around me as my hand is like multiple hands are coming out, and you'll hear like buzzing and drilling and sawing as effectively a like a target dummy in WoW, but in the shape of like a mammoth and like a sled, and all of us are on it, but they're all like really cheap facsimiles, and they're just all floating on the out in the midair. And so that is the image that I'm projecting to them.
You create this like perfect off ramp, like it looks very clearly like the ice road connects off to the right here. You can see a visage of yourself continuing off that way. Everyone roll a group stealth check. And I'll dread all of you.
Oh, so just roll a disadvantage?
Just roll at disadvantage.
Surely I'll get more than 2.
18 at disadvantage.
15.
Damn.
And if we're already disadvantaged, we have to roll again a third die
Oh,
to dread
shit.
and take the lowest of all.
Never mind.
Oh, really?
Wait, are we
Really?
all already at disadvantage?
I'm at disadvantage because of. I think we're probably disadvantaged.
I'm
right now.
exhausted.
You're exhausted.
Oh, you're disadvantaged.
Oh.
So you're triple. You roll 3 dice.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was not exhausted.
No,
So,
me neither.
exhausted.
So I just
Why are
gotta-
you at
It's
disadvantage?
just might with my armor. I'm
Oh.
not matter. I just want to maintain game.
You're disadvantaged. Sure.
It's unfortunate. But
It doesn't matter. I got a 6.
I
I got a
rolled a
15.
natural
I got
1,
a
so
9.
that's a 5 from
14.
the mammoth.
14 with the dread.
15.
I actually got a 10. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Kuvir.
I got a 9.
You create this perfectly painted facsimile that looks like the road carries off the edge of this cliff. You see, as you quietly sit there, until one of the ice land sharks gets right up on you and goes for your facsimile and goes straight off the cliff as it veers off and falls and goes deep down until its chute deploys and it goes.
It's totally fine.
And then it's in this moment that you all start cheering for joy. And as the second ice land shark was about to leap off, it tracks you immediately. And it starts to turn towards you, and it continues the chase.
Oh, Dandy, keep running! Come on, keep going! Go, 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 go!
As my wild magic triggers.
Tell me it just explodes us off the cliff.
Well, I got kill all land sharks.
I was gonna say, I got explode all slaves.
Yeah, that's worse. It's the difference between 54 and 55. Big difference, you know?
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
I cast Misty Step, arriving at my location in a burst of delicious food.
You just explode into muffins and donuts.
So basically, I was like, uh-oh, it goes to my thighs, then I blow up. And my thighs get gigantic. And I blow up, and it's like, "Ow!" and I'll just basically arc back onto the sled. But now there's tons of muffins and pies and bacon.
Oh, well, if anyone would like to enjoy that.
Oh my god.
I'm going to immediately start grabbing pies and like frisbees. I'm going to start whipping them towards the land shark.
Yeah.
Just seeing if I can do some damage because I have no range to attack, but I can whip some pies.
You do so. You're throwing pies. They're flying out. Everyone, the ether cannon is still blasting out. You're still trying to just slow it down, keep it away from you. It's at this point, Danny, you would see that the cliff face is starting to come to an end. It's starting to round off to the right. And the slope is starting to level out as you can see not too far ahead of you that you're about to open up into just like wider open terrain. And I need, who would be at towards the front of the sled? Anybody?
Not me.
Just Dandy?
I'd be front because I just basically teleported forward onto it.
You and Dandy roll perception checks.
Oh, I think it's just straight, but I only have a +1. 13.
Oh, man.
Twist it.
It's good. It's 11. If I twist it?
Twist it.
Yeah.
If I... Okay.
You're charging ahead. So what do your mammoth eyes see?
I see... 12.
The two of you begin to see as the larger slope starts to flatten out at its precipice, you see a couple of black dots begin to line the ridgeline. And then they leap onto the ice, and you see what looks like black spheres rolling towards you.
Just keep it on running.
You keep running as you do so. The ice land shark is gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining, and it's almost at the back of the sled. The ether cannon is going off, is peppering. The ice land shark's jaws are now open. They're firing straight into it. You dislodge a tooth as it's looking to chomp down on you. You're firing off desperate blasts of solar rays. The sands are whipping out like slashing into its jaws a little bit, but it's almost upon you. It's going to slam down when suddenly 12 black penguins sled down the hill and crash into the side of the land shark and knock it off the cliff face. And it
What in the world is going on this planet?
Like 12 penguins sled down this hill and crash into the side of this ice land shark.
Are they like normal penguins? Or are they like
They're great question. They are they look relatively normal, however, they are quite large. They're like
penguins.
They're probably the size of LaBouche, each one.
Oh
wow.
So the ones you can race down in Super Mario.
Yeah. And it's as this happens that the
Newt motherfucker. Big penguin off the side.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, I hate this planet! I hate this planet! Everything's trying to kill us! I thought we said this was lifeless! Ah!
The penguins, they are friends.
it knocks the ice land shark off the side of this cliff as the ice land shark sails off, just gets absolutely bodied as two kind of like double tackle and just shove it. It goes boom, like just a 12-foot perfect horizontal before it just drops to certainly it'll be fine as it flies off the cliff. Then as you finish this chase, you open up into this more open section, and the penguins start to slide down and just kind of circle around you as you slow to a stop. And they're just like sliding on their stomachs. And then they start to stand up. And there's big black penguins, white bodies, classic one explosion of blood and bone.
Get him, you balls.
You've seen Happy Feet. This is Angry Feet.
They take out red rubber gloves. The feathers
the penguins spin around you as they start to stand up, and they're all really quite large. And one has kind of like a vibrantly like golden plume of like tuft of hair as it sweeps back. And it's just a little bit bigger than the others as they kind of all stand up and start to waddle back and forth. And they start to greet you in a very sing-songy penguin fashion.
I'll very naturally start doing that.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna hide behind LaBouche because until this moment I didn't realize I was afraid of penguins.
I mean, if you look inside their mouths, it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
They don't have any penguins in the desert.
The penguins waddle up towards LaBouche and tower over and say,
Get them away! Get them away!
They are friends, Kavir. It's fine.
Oh,
Are you sure? Everything else on this planet's trying to kill us so far.
I have a good feeling for once.
Dandy, nice running. You did a great job. All of those animals that were very blameless all just ran away and had parachutes. And they all made it okay.
So I don't sense that the penguins are like, I sense that they're friends.
roll an animal handling check.
It's at this point you hear this very quiet, and that's the first wolf that landed on the
We start hearing dozens of them.
18.
Oh.
18. With an
you
18,
guys are having coffee.
you get the sense that they seem very non-threatening. And not just they're non-threatening, but they seem very pleased and happy to see you. And they're very playful.
Do they speak can they speak to these guys?
That's Norman.
Can the penguins speak to the just in like penguin? Does anyone speak penguin?
Oh, let me check.
No.
They communicate in like a degree of squawks and like clapping and
Greetings, Dandy.
Where are we? Do we have a sense of like maybe how far we are from?
I would say in all of the commotion, actually, Rhett, when you were tracking Rex's ship, but you lost the heat signature. But you still kind of had an idea of where that was. But in all this commotion, you were focused on other things, survival, to like blasting down these things. And now you don't know exactly how to get to where Rex is or where he might be.
Well, I'd say we've seen it all now, but I'm almost certain things are going to get weirder.
Weirder than this? This is pretty freaking weird.
Yeah, weirder than this.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna drop my mammoth form, my baby mammoth form, and I'm going to try and speak with them.
Are you using speak to animals?
I'm gonna try and speak to them, and I'm gonna be like, "Hello, thank you for saving us."
Well, are you using the spell speak with animals, or you just? Oh, okay, yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
What does that do?
It allows me
That's what it
to
says in the tin.
communicate, to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration, 10 minutes. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations, monsters, including whatever they perceive or have perceived within the last day. And you may be able to persuade them to perform a favor for you if you say so.
Okay.
That's
So
it.
they're still as dumb as penguins.
Okay.
Yeah.
We enjoy fish and mating.
Unless they're special
Hello,
penguins.
citizens of the
Big
Solar
penguins.
Federation.
You know
They
what
got
they
big
say about
brains.
big penguins.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true. Our ship has crash landed.
Wire constructs. It doesn't work. They're constructs.
I'm going to say thank you so much for saving us from those big scary sharks.
It communicates.
Clapping my
it
hands,
claps its hands, and you get the sense that it's communicating with you that you are welcome, and they're very happy that you are here.
And I'm going to say we are looking for somebody who looks kind of like Pike over here, our friend.
They glance at Pike and kind of do like this with their hands, implying that they're like, but more handsome.
And I'll be like, have you seen him? Where can we find him?
We have. He came through here not too long ago before you. He was no fun, though. He didn't play with us.
That is so rude. You guys are fun.
You seem fun.
Oh, I am fun too. Can you maybe help us find our friend? We need to get to him.
We can help you find him. We can even take you there. We know where he is.
Oh my goodness. I love you, penguins.
Only if you play with us first.
What do we have to play? What do you
Well,
want to play?
Our favorite games are Snowball Fight!
Alright, well,
He's attacking I knew it. Yeah.
With a giant
The red mist of a penguin erupts as the party leaves.
Whack-a-mole them one by
I'm just
one.
going to say, no, trust me on this one. Gently snowball fight with our penguin friends. They're going to help us. So I communicate that with everyone. And I pick up a little snowball and I just kind of like toss it gently.
At the end of each of their flippers, like a human hand emerges. Perfectly formed. They pick off their
Flippers.
They just pull and they back.
Try and introduce a playful snowball fight with penguins. And
good
this is
luck.
what you get.
Oh, we're having a snowball fight! Yes! I love snowball fight!
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone roll a group performance
Yeah,
check.
I would just like very kind of like nonchalantly pick up an ice ball and attempt to like lob it underhand at them.
I have to twist.
Performance, you say?
22.
Performance.
Ha! 12. I'm kind of unenthusiastic about it. Like, okay.
You just like toss it.
I'm like, I don't want to hurt anybody, so I'm just kind of like, here, catch.
I rolled my first natural 20, then I butt.
Congratulations.
Disadvantage.
Oh.
So don't get so excited.
Anti-congratulations.
18, okay.
25!
25!
Put on a show.
Yeah.
For Chuckles is a 5.
He's
5.
juggling.
22.
22! Chuckles, Dandy, Kavir, you are in this snowball fight. Chuckles, you are crafting ice sculptures in seconds. You're taking up the snow. You're just Fortunately for you, they're just all llama corns. But they take on life and they will run out and they're running after these penguins chasing them in every direction. The penguins are loving it. Flee, my minion, flee, my child llama corn soldiers. As they run out. Danny, Kavir, you both are having the time of your life. You're shaping these. Your enthusiasm comes from bone crunching fear. But the more enthusiastic you are in throwing the snowballs, the more they're loving it, and they're chasing you down.
That's Kavir. I will defend you. Yeah, I'll grab a whole swath of snow and and whip one way too hard, like basically ice at this point.
Then you create a super dense snowball.
Using all my strength, I just Superman it into
Nebula snowball.
You just shear the penguin's head right off its shoulders.
And LaBouche, Rhett, and Pike are approaching this in a way that looks like they never had a childhood.
Very accurate.
They're throwing snow off Pike very half-heartedly. Red is taking a very mechanics approach to it. Like, well, this isn't the perfect snowball yet. I mean, you got to clean off this edge. You can't throw a ball that's not a ball. You know what I mean? Here we're going to dust this off.
It's those like ice cream scoops with both sides. Where it's
It's the SpongeBob moment where you craft the perfect one single snowball, and everyone's throwing 1,000 snowballs out.
I only throw one snowball.
Yeah, you only throw one snowball the entire snowball fight time.
I'll build like a snowman, like really quick, and I'll put a head on it, and it'll like come to life. And I'll be like, oh, there must have been some magic in that. Oh wait, what are you?
Just push it open the hole.
What the hell?
As I rip off his head.
No, not the abyss!
And it's right around this time we hear the second wolf laugh.
No, please don't make me go.
No, what about that? There must have been some magic.
What was my purpose? Why was I created?
I love a good snowball fight.
As he explodes. It is, admittedly, even for those who have never maybe had a snowball fight before, with maybe the exception of Kavir, is everyone starts to have a good time. And this carries on for about 10, 15 minutes as you're throwing around. You're having a great time. You're relaxing for the first time in kind of a while, even before your last bounty, before you stepped out with Dr. Mays, before you met the boss, before you traveled here, right? You've had moments of downtime, but very little moments of just childlike fun and spaces to kind of step back and just truly enjoy the moment together. And you start to do so. And the penguins seem...
Like they're filled with murderous intent.
Displeased.
The penguins seem pretty happy. They seem that, like, even for those, dealing with Kavir, they're really quite happy with this display you've been able to put on for them. In this
After a time, I might like catch eyes with Rhett or something, and just kind of give him a small smile and like kind of like a,
What do you think?
for a change.
So
And this isn't so bad. And then I'd compliment. I'd say, that looks pretty darn good.
Let me just shave a little bit off there. Hold on one second. I'm almost done. Hold on.
You're using like those measuring calipers.
Yeah,
Like,
there you're one. Oh, sorry. LaBouche, roll an attack roll.
yeah.
Oh
kill
god.
this penguin.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah.
All right.
So I've rolled a higher than a 10 twice since we started playing in the last 3 hours.
Nat 20.
Nope. It's still 17.
17, Dread.
It's gonna be
He doesn't want you to hit this penguin.
16.
16.
No.
They have an AC of 34.
Yeah, and unlike the unenthusiasm or the actual play, like, I don't get it, and I just fucking like lob in like a softball-sized.
You see me freaking out.
Do I see what's
compressed
happening?
into ice.
Well, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Then no.
man.
You
I'm having a lot
pack
of
this super dense snowball.
It's time to put the fight in fight.
And you lob it out at one of these penguins. It soars through the air, and with the dullest thud, collides with its body, just stops immediately and drops to the ground without like losing any of its form because it's so dense. And the penguin just
Oh no.
falls over. Yeah, and you do hear the gasping sounds. Just the absolute like.
Aha! I win.
No.
Oh, the roughhousing.
Yeah, a little tough for the penguins, but they're still into it. As
I'll run up to the penguin, like drop to my knees, and be like, "Are you okay? It's his first time playing this game."
It's a good hit.
Oh, good. You like that?
No.
Oh no, I'm
Let's
sorry.
make another one. Okay.
Stop making those snowballs.
What?
Stop making those really hard snowballs. We don't want to hurt our friends.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Penguin, this has been a joyous bit of childlike play. So could you now please rat out the guy that's on the run so we can apprehend him and turn him over to the mob where they will surely torture and kill him, please?
Oh, we haven't played that game before.
Oh, it's a very fun game.
Well, we'll take you. We'll take you to him then. Well, roll an animal handling check before they just blindly agree. Chuckles.
Oh, I can't hear them, huh?
Oh, okay.
Danny, what are they saying?
I said what he meant to say was that we would love for you to come help us find this guy and show us where he is.
Oh, another game. We'll take you there. Let's race. And there will 6 penguins will line up at the top of the pathway ahead, and they'll start to take they'll motion for you to like get behind one. Each one of you will take a penguin. They'll motion for you to get behind one and invite you to go penguin sledding.
This is so fun. This is so fun. I love this planet. I love this planet so much. You know what this reminds me? No, honestly, this reminds me of Super Mario N64 with the penguin, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You always take the shortcut.
Yeah.
Even if you miss, you always take the
Always take
shortcut.
the shortcut.
Yeah, I was thinking Avatar:
Find
The
the
Last
tunnel.
Airbender episode 1.
I know. Penguin
That's
Island,
where I
yeah.
went. That's where I went.
I love
It's
this
all
Penguin
planet.
sledding! Do you want to go penguin sledding with me? Let's go!
Penguin.
I'm hopping on. I'm ready. I'm like, giddy up.
So the penguins all take to the line. Does everyone line up with the penguins?
Oh, yeah.
Just right behind.
Are you sure about this, Danny?
Absolutely. You're going to have such a good time.
What else are we gonna do? We gotta go find this guy.
They are offering to take us on their backs.
Yes, we're going to go on their backs and they're going to ride on their bellies and we're going to go through the snow faster than I could take you with the mammoth. This is going to be the best time we've ever had together. Okay? The best time.
Thank you, strange tuxedo creature.
I'm gonna step on mine like a surfboard.
I'm just like copying them.
Oh yeah, this is just like snowboard kids. Let's go.
Are you sure about this? I mean, the engine alone weighs like a quarter ton. Are you going to be able to support that? Do you know what that means? Do you know what anyways.
I think he's got it. They're tough.
They seem
Your
enthusiastic.
penguin sinks into the snow.
They get another penguin.
Yeah. You get a second penguin comes up that has to double carry your weight.
Are you gonna be okay if you're having to ride one of these?
I don't know.
You will be okay. Hop on.
Are you sure?
We'll find out. We have to go. Let's do this. Let's do it now.
Do you want me to strap you to this penguin?
No, that's my nightmare right now. That's terrible.
You don't want to be strapped down to the penguin so that even if you wanted to, you couldn't get off?
No.
I will tell you right now if you're saying I want
I
that.
appreciate it, my friend, but let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
And I choose the penguin that I hit really hard. Let's go.
In a display of dominance. So you all line up on these penguins, and they're standing, and then they take just the briefest little like hop, and they go horizontal, and they start to careen forwards. You all kind of run after them a little bit, and then leap on. Some of you surfing them, some of you crying, some of you tying around, slapping them on the back. Go, damn you! As you move forward, and just for fun, let's see who wins. We'll roll in the very similar to the standard racing rules. Let's just roll 3 rounds of D4s, and let's go 4 rounds, 4 fours. We'll go 4 rounds of D4s just to see who takes it.
I will surely win.
I don't know why I'm rolling. You're the only ones going.
Oh,
So,
this is very spacey.
4.
round 1. Oh, okay.
1. 4.
D4.
D4.
Oh yeah, let's just go.
I was like
4.
6.
2.
1.
3.
4.
I'm writing it down.
4.
I'm writing it.
3.
Yeah, you should just track your
Oh,
own.
yeah,
track
yeah,
your
yeah.
own. No, I'm not going to
All
track
right.
them. That's
I'll
way
just-
too
here,
much.
I'll just do this, and then
I'll just call the rounds. I'll call the
It's
rounds.
actually better
Oh,
for
I
it.
love those pens.
Yeah. Good.
All right, everyone got it. Round 2. Round 2.
Another 4.
Oh!
Dang.
Another 4?
oh, it's Rhett.
Oh,
and
Rhett was a little hesitant at first. And so you can hear him start to gleefully laughing across the snow. And Chuggle's a master surfer. Did everyone have their round 2?
Yep.
Okay, round 3. Round 3.
Round 3.
I got a 3 on round 3.
I got a 3
4.
too.
I'm in last place.
Chuggle starts to
Wow.
pulls
That's over
up
6.
into the barrel of an ice drift and takes the lead easily. I think that's 3 4s in a row, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the total? What is everyone's total right
I'm
now?
at 5.
After 4 rounds, you got a 5. I got a 6.
I have 8.
Come on,
Go faster!
We're on rounds 3 now, right?
Three rounds.
I am very
Total?
much like
10.
10,
9.
8.
12, 9, 8.
12.
I think it's just between Chuggles and Kavir.
Bruce and Pike are taking their time.
Just behind Chuggles, just
Punching
surfing.
mine.
He's enjoying it. Round 4, final round.
I'm not giving up.
Yeah.
Darn.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a 1.
1 as well.
Wow!
13.
Holy smokes.
3. 12.
What does that bring you to? Oh! God, you missed it by 1.
Come
on, we can do this.
Dang.
And Chuggles just skip the penguin comes to a halt as they all kind of careen down towards the same time. Chuggles surfing on the back of his penguin leaps off and tumbles through the snow as the clear.
We'll all hit a ramp, a snowbank, and fly out on his ground like the top of his beak.
Jeez.
Do it all. Yeah, do it all.
Pike took the shortcut and he just got lost. It was actually not a shortcut at all.
Call me Anthony Falcon.
I
was
will
pretty
certainly
good.
arrive last with
Yeah.
a 6. And so I'll slide in very slowly. Everyone's already.
Yeah, we were struggling.
Yeah.
Like, so I would see you like absolutely trying to urge this creature.
Come on! Why are you so out of
And
breath?
Pike would be more focused on hanging on than trying to like race quickly. So we definitely come in last.
Yeah.
I'll be, after getting off the penguin, I'll have a smile on my face because that was admittedly fun. But then the
Aw.
penguin goes to like clap me on the back. I'm like,
the whole time, the reason why you're going so fast, you're just going through. You're like,
Incredible.
The penguins all slide down. You've been, though this race happened mechanically very quickly, it actually took kind of a while. That twists and turns. They really took you on a journey, but they just cruised through the ice. Something about them as they approach the snow. They just totally, it repels off their bodies. They're flying down these sheets of ice, down the snow, and you have moved a great distance as you hit your final ramp, and Chuckles did a 360 no scope beak grab to land at the finish line.
It's messed up, man. That was messed up. Jesus.
360 beat grab is my OnlyFans channel name.
Jeez. Nightmare.
Oh God! Oh no!
Penguin abuse is not funny. Okay.
But
Somebody's coming to stop us for sure.
Yeah, no penguins were harmed in this session.
Your penguins all skirt up to once again kind of this flat, open snowfield, and they stand up and they're so excited. They're clapping their hands. They haven't had anyone to play with in quite a long while, and they love it. They're loving it. You become great friends of the penguins. And as you arrive in your location, the one with the golden crown of feathers kind of swooped back a little bit will go to each and every one of you and just kind of bow and tap its beak on either one of your shoulders. And you'll feel as that happens, as it goes down the line to each and every one of you,
I'll accept it.
that you feel almost like a warmth come over you and a mild protection from the cold. And it's not quite as biting. The wind doesn't hurt quite as bad, and the chill doesn't quite reach your bones. You start to feel relatively comfortable. You know, you still need your snow gear, but you don't feel the cold quite as much.
Having been kind of like detached from this whole thing from the beginning, like kind of weirded out, like not really sure what's going on. Now recognizing that there's like, you know, a level of like sentience, there would be this reverence I think that Pike would have, and understanding that these are some sort of, you know, ancient creatures or special creatures, and Pike would kind of warm up a little bit and also kind of like give a little bit of a bow back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After receiving this blessing.
Absolutely. It bows deeply to you as well and spins on a foot in a circle and cheers and starts to clap, bounce back and forward and clap.
A blessing from the Emperor.
Not that kind of emperor.
What?
How do they do that? Some kind of venom or something in their feathers?
Not sure.
No!
They're going to kill us? Am I going to die?
No! The power of friendship!
Exactly. I have taught you something.
Yes, you have! We are unstoppable. Whatever we face will be nothing compared to how scary those sharks were. I'm sure nothing bad could go wrong on this score, fellas. Oh!
I'm kidding. That doesn't happen.
AT-AT walkers appear.
I have you now, Rhapsody.
Do we have a sense of where we are, where this guy is?
Roll a perception check. You can make it a group perception check.
Come on!
Am I still exhausted?
You're still
They
exhausted.
didn't take away my exhaustion.
20.
Oh, much better. 21.
God,
Finally.
I have to. It's group though, so it's fine.
It's group, yeah.
My rolls had cooled off there for a bit.
6.
12.
Perception? 13. Which is great for me.
Juggle?
Yeah.
Oh, I fail horribly.
Okay.
7.
So whoever beat a 15, whoever reasonably beat a 15, you're enjoying yourself, but you're looking around, and you can see the snow's still fierce. You're not quite feeling it as difficult in your extremities, but you can see a small black object just on the edge of your vision as you look out, probably about 50 feet to your north.
Well,
Yep. There he is.
all right.
Well, thank you, Penguin kind, for your weirdly magical boon.
Yes, thank you so much. And I'm gonna tell everybody. I'll look back to them and be like, I think the best way to say goodbye to our friends and thank you is to clap. Make sure to smile when you do it.
How do you do that?
Congratulations!
Yeah, like this.
Congratulations!
Thank you, penguins. You're so fun.
Like Evangelion. Congratulations.
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 More like I just lost in Super Smash.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what I thought of when you started doing that.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Beautiful.
You really captured it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They start to clap and dance and twirl and bounce, and they're so happy that they were able to help their new friends get to their goal, to where they wanted to achieve.
Well, he's got to know we're here.
Well,
Certainly we've been lured here.
maybe not. I mean, maybe because we took penguins as opposed to, giant vehicles. Maybe we'll get the jump on.
It didn't sound like he thought we'd last long.
Good point. Good point.
He probably thinks we're frozen to death or eaten by ice worms or sharks.
All right. How long do we think it's going to take to get there, Dungeon Master?
5 minutes. It's a walk. 5-minute walk.
I don't think we're going to make it.
Come all this way and we're just going to die.
I had 4 minutes in me, maybe.
But the 5 minute walk, too much. Right now.
Right now.
All right. Is it just totally flat?
For now.
Oh.
Oh, boy. Well, he's going to see us coming a mile away, so let's just do our best here.
I guess that's fair. We can try to lay low, I guess, but if he happens to look in this direction, he'll probably see us coming.
We don't really have much other choice.
Well, let's get this over with.
You move forward towards what you know to be the black speeder. You trudge through the snow. It's a little thicker than ankle deep still. And you don't quite feel it as harshly as you had previously. But it's still just difficult to navigate through. Like, it's deep snow. You have to move one foot in front of the other. You can't casually shift forward. You have to lift a boot every time you want to step. So it's going. But it was a short walk. You begin to approach the speeder, and before you can fully make out what this layout ahead of you looks like, just beyond it, you start to see the large gray shape of what is either a mountain or a colossus. Just beyond the black speeder, as you approach it, something begins to form in the just slightly further distance.
Do we feel anything, hear anything? It's
Nope.
just
a large, ominous mass in the snow.
What is that?
I don't know.
I can't tell either.
Is it a landmass?
It's moving, though.
I want to see if I can really make out what it is.
This is my cue to tell me, can I see it?
You slap your Hoth monocles down, and the one eye extends out. And you pierce just beyond the speeder, and you look towards it, and you see what looks to be a gigantic snowy mountain that has maybe a brief cutout in front of it. And roll a perception check.
12.
12. That's what you say.
And as I'm looking through, a giant, poorly made puppet Yeti monster will appear in my binoculars and smack all of us across the face.
There's some kind of fucking shelter, mountain, something.
Like a cave?
It doesn't look natural to me, or maybe it is, but maybe that's where he's holed up.
Maybe a city built into the mountain.
I mean, it's huge.
Danny said there were people here once.
Well, it would protect him from all of this.
Oh, and maybe that's where the people are that survived.
Oh,
Underground?
If they survived.
We have no way of knowing if he is here or if he has moved on. Based on our new penguin friend's instincts, perhaps that is where we will find them, but
Well,
We may be in it for the long haul. Did anyone bring food?
I wouldn't expect Rex to just leave his bike behind. Let's be realistic.
It's too valuable.
This is a good point.
Should we sabotage it, like blow it up, so we can't leave?
Let's just get there first.
Okay.
See what the fuck's going on.
We might also be able to use it.
Oh, that's true. We probably should help keep a speeder on the Rhapsody. It seems silly that we don't.
Well,
I know we can't afford it.
after this job, maybe we can. So we'll add it to the list, and I'll see if the budget allows for it, all right?
All I know is that for Decemberween, I want a brand new shiny bike.
Is there any way you can program it to ride itself back to our ship?
I mean, I could try, but I mean, just for it to, I'd have to fashion some sort of device to allow it to understand its own location, navigate the terrain.
Yeah.
I wish that you could just say no.
I mean, it's possible, but it's
You're always.
All right. So
Okay.
we go in.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's try to be, somewhat stealthy about this, all right?
LaBouche still goes first.
Activate cloaking.
I'll just very slightly shimmer.
As is tradition.
And I will go first, but I will set a pace that I think is going to allow everyone to steal to the best of their ability.
So you had reached the black speeder. What you found there is that the vehicle planted on the ground off. Rex is nowhere to be found. A small, brief campfire, some wood, some ash, some cindering, almost completely covered over by the snow at this point. But you can see at now, it's actually stopped snowing. Though the visibility is still poor, the sky is still gray. It hangs in the air. It's a little bit easier to see what's around you, and you would all notice relatively plainly the very faintest outline of footprints heading towards the mountain, and you move towards it. And as you walk, its enormity begins to make itself known to you. You approach it. It is a giant structure. It looks like a mountain, and you realize as you take one step, another. You close the distance. The brief non-snowed covering that you saw when you looked towards it, Rhett, was an entryway, but not that of something to an open cave. You see large, ancient doors as you come upon it, with giant, extending stone-like walkway that moves towards you. And as you approach these doors, you can see that the cold and the ice has moved from the bridge up to just the very bottom of the doorway. And in its enormity, split between its giant openings, you see the visage of an ancient creature. Looks to have the head of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and just an absolutely gigantic body, massively muscular. A long tail sweeps out around its torso and spirals down to the base of the door.
This is a real Tyrannosaurus Rex, or a?
It is like humanoid with the head of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but the body of. I mean, it's also the body of a humanoid Tyrannosaurus Rex.
With a statue or living?
It's like
It's in the
it's like a bas relief painted into not painted. It's like
actual
carving into the front of the door.
I have an image in my head. Let me know if this is way off, but mountains, sort of like this structure in the mountains, and it's all big, massive. I'm getting the Thundercats headquarters. Is that like kind of sort of what the entrance?
I'm getting general scales from Star Fox.
I was thinking like the
like not including
Oh,
the
yeah,
bathroom.
It's pretty Iron
Not
Forge
including the
entity.
bathroom.
Oh, it's very Thundercats entity.
But if it were covered in snow, right?
If it were covered in snow, and if the
Ah.
giant cat was more like covered in snow and more mountainous.
Okay.
More
okay.
dinosaur and
Yeah,
T-Rexes.
yeah. More and more
Dinosaurs.
And
dinosaurs.
T-Rex.
More general scales from.
Do I
Starbucks
feel anything when I see this?
You feel a deep kinship with the area, and once again, this primal instinct to interact with the surface washes over you for a moment.
Wow. So I'm gonna go up to the surface and put my hand on it.
Of the door?
Yep.
You do so.
I'm gonna communicate like this. This feels so familiar. I've never felt this before on the Stardust Rhapsody. I don't know what it means, but
Is this? Does it look the stonework? Do I get similarities between Dandy's construction? Do I see?
You do. It looks very similar to the stone of Dandy.
Is the door reacting in any way to her touch?
It doesn't seem to be.
Stands to reason. I mean, if you look at the tool in here and the stone and the way you're constructed, very similar.
do you think that I am from this planet?
Maybe you survived whatever happened here.
Well, I mean, whatever it is, it's clear that you're from the same peoples.
Maybe.
Maybe your makers are down there?
Maybe.
We can finally ask them all those questions that you've been having?
Maybe.
I don't want to get your hopes up, but I'm getting excited for you, Dandy.
I feel confused. And honestly, a little scared. You guys are my family.
Well, if a jackass like Maxim's hiding out in this fucking place, I feel like whatever was here isn't anymore. And he's just using it as a hideout.
How many of us recognize what the dinosaur-looking creature actually even is? Or does that look alien to a lot of us? The concept of a dinosaur, like, I don't think Pike would have any idea.
You know that there is a race of ancient aliens that traverse the galaxy that are in the form of like humanoid, intelligent, like dinosaur style people, but they're very uncommon to encounter. And it is generally very strange that Bracken of the Ironside Pirates is of that.
Fair. That's fair.
Of that.
Okay.
It would be very uncommon for you to like come across a structure like this, but you wouldn't necessarily have no idea what this is. You might think that it plays to that, but no idea why or what it could mean.
So it's the same race as Bracken, but like a T-Rex instead of
it looks even more primordial than Bracken.
Okay.
So even like as if this were towards the beginnings of when a humanoid style shape would have begun to form.
Got it.
I would
Maybe
like
even
to
like a
go
demon.
in, but I am scared.
We will be with you.
Yeah, and Rhett's right. Whatever was here probably isn't anymore, and nobody's going to take you from us.
We got you.
Just
Thank you.
go in with no hopes, and you will either be pleasantly surprised or correct.
That is maybe good advice.
And you know, we're all being very brave today. Look at Kavir. He faces fear of gigantic Arctic bird monsters. And we all need to be brave going into this. And we may find some answers for you. Even if we don't find your makers.
Okay, let's go in.
You can do it.
That is right. Well done, Kavir.
Thank you, thank you.
And I like slap your arm. It's always a little too hard. It's like always a little harder than you want it to be.
You're right, you did a very good job, Kavir. And I'll stick my thumb out and I'll kind of tap your turtleneck. And there'll be a sticker that says, "I'm a brave boy," with like a smiley face on it.
I assume it was the apple with the worm coming out and smiling.
All right, Dandy. How do we get inside?
I'm gonna try and open it. And I try and open it.
You start to push on the door, and you feel it briefly start to give, but it is incredibly heavy. And you get the sense that it would take all 6 of you pushing against it to swing the doors wide open.
Guys, come help open the door.
Stand aside.
Okay. I'm gonna roll back my blue puffy coat sleeves all the way up, and then these comically like cartoonish Popeye arms are going to appear. Or I'll do, and they'll puff up. They're very clearly just inflated, but they look strong.
Little arms that are attached to my engine will come up and also push with me.
Yeah.
They do all of that, and then I put one hand on it and start swinging.
You all go up to the door, all of you in various ways looking to push. Labou standing just behind, feet planted into the ground, both arms extended and elongated and pushing against both sections of the door. Everyone shoves, and these giant, ornate, ancient, primal doors swing open. And in front of you, the first thing you see in a hall of darkness and gray and stone is the beautiful, fiery, elongated hair of Rex, as he says, "Oh, so you made it, Rhapsody." And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh!